Oye, Budo, and I Saturday, and then we go, Shedrach day. PC nightmare. Obede o wa kojo. Igwa bareba na. Wa domo, wa ya domo, wa domo. I beg, before Oga come, he never come. May I see my backstage. Or my show. APC where he come, una do well. Muna pon see Oga one use king. Asano na. Udugbai, tormentor of evil politician. Where I cannot be economical with the truth. Man, no, now, Oga, waiting they vex you when you enter stage. Oh my goodness. Una welcome. Happy Saturday to everyone. How na day? Well, yeah, my manners. Yeah, I don't see people they wait for area mama. Stream yard self they wait. Patrick, who's your mindful? That was okay. Anthony Baba, my teeny. Aji Baba. Edo Pride, I greet you. Oja, Mareneo. Mabuni de. Nula otwai mama. Udiera na ma wala otwai mama o. Ajibola de la otwai mama. Udiera na ma nula otwai mama o. Shedrach mede nula otwai mama o. Udiera na ma la otwai mama o. Ode, again, when you bought your phone, you waka, my wabun dinner. Ya mama, weti de shell, ima, ya mama, be muere, ke nous jebo dos, alo, sa me yon wado yo. E na so we are ya de fuel you. Ini ra de 1 liter. Ya wush Shedrach ga muere yo be den ya 12 fuel yo doni. Wala wo. While unity, Ije Abi Baba na Himagi. Don't be akin doko, Hitao, my Ogogo is unisex. Tamame don't be akin doko. The mammy cannot abort to catabolically. Ebony was with dictionary of one catabolically. Kamajibola will not translate anyway. Ajibaba translated Boninima catabolically. Matuo, we greet you. Today na fire. Man, no, na. Okay, what did they make you vex? Wow, yo, Alpha. Mona tell me how weekend be. Oyana. Oh, you be man. Okpeyaki gedegbe. Okpeyaki ba. Ko jo baba. Ituo area mama tuo be dian o. La wo women like it, where we share. It may not be like it. Let me go and peel it. Let me peel it. He gave me sakamina. Let me peel the like. Go and peel like. Peel it. Wa ya go me peel o wakojo. Mo kuna go peel o. Me peel like. Area mama never press like. Wa go me peel. Go and peel it. May I press like for my 2 phone? Mona go help me press like or God they come okay. Okay, we are waiting. Come inside. We are waiting. God, sir. We are waiting. We are live already. Say in the come. I'm ready. Okay. Not the late. We are live. We are live. La no my pion we no pion deni show wa gume be share. Gume show wala onia. Wa gume show Nigeria is just going. Make una help me to share the programming. Ala wo fina never piano me la piano area mama don't press like area ya piano you put your hand you piano like No, we not got to. Shedrach. Okay, loud. Hey, Augusta, you are ready, fully ready for the battleground. Una welcome. The truth will always conquer lies. As una know, make I bring our honorable come. I beg Mona help me share. Wala wo. Anthony Gumesho, lao. Honorable Shedrach Udugbai. Augusta, I bring you to the stage. A politician. I greet you. Because they talk about you. On the top of your back. Well done. Happy Saturday. See you, my belly, they sweet.
Same to you, man.
That time
bless God.
They jump inside our belly. That's why they do me so. If they do some people won't go buy fuel. They say they put fuel for the other side. We greet you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. The pleasure is mine.
We greet you, sir. You too much. We want to first of all just say thank you. Thank you for your voice. Your ever, unrelenting voice. You have been speaking. You are out there. You put your life on the line. You are not economical with the truth. I say thank you, sir, my brother.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
And all my people wait there here, all of them just the salute. They throw away salute. There's a guy that managed the platform with me. He comes every time. Okpebholo is his name. He's really pleased to meet you today. He's on the comment section. He said he will be talking, like writing and you do well, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
My people, Oga don't come. Make una like am, make una piano am, Oga. I beg, we won't just beg you in advance. Well, are you going to spend more than an hour with us? We dey beg because the love too much. People love you. I better not come out. I better 1 hour no reach.
Okay, I will see. Okay, let's continue. I have the strength. People will get tired because I talk a lot.
You get water for there. You get water.
Give me water.
Make them bring water. Okay, sir. This video we don't play it for year before, but just to open the session now, we want just play and make you for laugh. Now you be that. So, you carry hammer, they back their head. So they come here and play.
It is, I will crystallize what I said. There's really nothing substantial in it. You could not mention anything tangible to say this was governor did here. He was just using English to describe concepts and ideas, which usually amounts to nothing. I will tell you what we are celebrating. What we are celebrating today, or possibly tomorrow in Edo State, is 365 wasted days. 365 days of Monday Okpebholo actively engaged in the destruction of the foundation he came. But the Okpebholo has not focused on providing governance for Edo State. He has been focused on destroying what Obaseki had done. And I'll quickly run through it so that you will see we're all together. The first thing he did was to bring down the e-governance. Before Monday Okpebholo became governor for Edo State has elevated to be the first subnational in Nigeria to have enthroned electronic governance. A system whereby paper and files were being jettisoned. Governance was now being done on a digital electronic platform to ensure accountability and full-scale transparency. Whereby every civil servant in Edo State was given a laptop and a tab, whereby they could respond to mails and attend to government files and minutes on it for speedy and effective governance. That was a system that Liberia sent people to come and study in Nigeria to see what exactly is Edo State doing, how they are able to remit governance that is being practiced in Europe and America. Monday Okpebholo came on board and gathered that e-governance and threw it in the waste bin. As if that was not enough, when the Okpebholo moved in, there was the Edo Health Insurance Scheme. Before, when Obaseki was governor, Obaseki had put in place an elaborate health insurance scheme that was targeted at giving health, accessible and quality health to the poorest of the poor in Edo State. Pensioners were all enrolled. We could see people go to the hospital, and after they be treated, the bills amounted to about 75,000. Because they are under the health insurance scheme, you are made to pay a meager sum of 7,500, which is just barely 10%. That was to say that Edo State was interested in ensuring, because we know that health is wealth, that the people in the state are able to access cheap and affordable healthcare should the case they fall in. When the Okpebholo came on board, he gathered those things and shoved them down the toilet. Nobody today, that thing is a sham, is totally non-existent. As if that was not enough, Mondo Okpebholo went straight for the digital tax remuneration that Obaseki had instituted to ensure that in our internally generated revenues, money is able to find access to the government coffers. It was a crime in Edo State for any tax officer to collect tax by hand. To say, hey, what's your tax? You can't pay by cash, you can't pay by hand. All of those were properly digitalized. Even down to the bus junction, they were collecting tax using the government through POS and digital platforms, so that government money will find its way into government coffers and be used for ensuring governance for a vast majority of the Edo people. What did Mondo Okpebholo do? When he came about, he saw that with this kind of digital system, he can't steal, he can't loot. He quickly broke down the system and brought in the Atalakpa recovery corporate that was owned and controlled by Tony Kabaka. You see, revenue before the Obaseki left was about 7 billion per month. He need to take up to 3.
Okay, if we they watch you, we know stop. Okay, you know you did that video. Hey, the thing we did, who make you vex? And which typewriter they for your
I don't agree with that. No, the thing is
that. You know they stop. When you they talk, you I got your mother on your page. May God bless her 1 million times for giving back to a child of honor like this. You have the floor.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, sir.
You know, ordinarily that video, I wasn't angry when I started though. You know, the guy was not lying. Lie, they annoy me well. If not, let me call that interview. Maybe the people are not this so explosive. But the guy called a liar. You know, when you come to public and you want to misinform people what they know, you want to tell them black is white, white is black. So that was what got me very angry. I said, let me just go straight for the truth. Let's go for the jugular. And I just went for all those things and I became very angry. But with that God, that's why I talk with myself when I get angry. I talk with speed. And even something I don't even like. People have complained, oh, Shedrach, you talk too fast, slow down. I can't even control it. When I get very angry, I just like see everything very quickly. So that's about thank God.
In this overview, you've talked extensively about the 365 days that were wasted by Okpebholo. What going forward now? We don't want to be flogging a dead horse. What do you think we should do now?
Perhaps, you know, what I even later discovered after that 365 days was that there was so much money now in government. Because when Mondo Okpebholo came on board, I had studied this closely. I had seen the way he was spending money, especially that early stage when he was buying vehicles, engaging in tours, international tours. And then I was wondering, if this is the kind of government Obaseki ran, sooner or later, there was a video I did when I said that very soon, Edo State government will soon dive rock. Because I calculated that with the way they are spending money, sooner or later, they will have a huge challenge paying salaries. But not knowing that the government I served in, they were receiving about 8 billion, 9 billion monthly from federal allocation. But this government, now that Mondo Okpebholo is receiving about 20-something billion. Last month was 20 billion. So there is even if he chooses to waste, like, you know, imagine somebody whose salary was, when Obaseki came on board this 2027, with this 2020, as a 2020, the monthly allocation from the federal government was about 5 billion. Imagine a man who was receiving 5 billion from the initial set when he became governor for second term, and another man, Mondo Okpebholo, receiving about 10-15 billion on the get-go. So the amount of money they have is very different. So that means that the whole money Obaseki received in the whole first year and second year is still not enough. It's not up to what only Mondo Okpebholo has received in only just this first year. That's the first reality. That in as much as salaries has not increased, recently, just 3 months ago, he did a new employment. The current expenditure was not so high. The man had received twice as much as Godwin Obaseki had received. So there's enough to throw around. So when the guys keep throwing the money around, I keep wondering, why is he not calculating that sooner or later they will go into a problem, only to discover that there's more than enough money. So what we ought to have been seeing is extensive developments, a high-fallacy project. And mind you, what even surprised me was their flyover. You know, when Mondo Okpebholo did that flyover around Park, they also borrowed 100 billion. He took 100 billion loan, Chinese loan, from the Chinese loan from the House of Assembly approved 100 billion loan for him, which he used in carrying that out. And that part is not from federal allocation, it's not from IGRO, it's purely on loan basis. So he took that one from. So when I keep wondering, what exactly is the money that being used? Where is the money that being deployed? And we just keep seeing all this white delivery. So a lot of money is leaving the system without value. So that's been my challenge. That's because for me, if people just sit down and say, when is the turn of Monday Okpebholo should do and go, when is another person stop, person do and go, we won't get development. See, Nigeria today is in a very precarious situation because everybody's just folding their hands, nobody's asking questions, nobody's looking into the books. Because democracy, the way it was designed, is for the people, is a system of government for the people, of the people, by the people, and for the people. That's what it is people-centered, people-focused, and people-oriented. So if the people are not interested in the system of government, then democracy begins to die, begins to crumble. That's why I said people must be interested in government. People must ask questions. People must do investigation. I also did investigation about the Oredo now. I saw that Oredo was at September last, when the Obaseki came, like September last year, they were receiving about 400, that's last year, 488 million monthly, just the local government. Last month, they received 823 million. And that's okay. What exactly is their recurrent expenditure? What are the school fees, salaries, and other things they pay every month? And let's go that their recurrent expenditure is about 331 million. If you remove 331 million for 448 million, as at then, when they became the local government chairman were in office, they were having excess of 157 million every month to carry out capital infrastructure, to do road, to do school. So 157 million average every month. I'm not adding IGRO. IGRO Oredo should be about 100 million every month. That's like 200 something million. But today, they are receiving about 823 million. If you remove their 331 million from inside, you will discover that they are having excess of about 500 million. If you have 500 million to the IGR of 100 million, that's 600 million. People in Oredo local government are no more than 500,000. So you begin to see that if just imagine you being an office, an individual, as a local government chairman, administrator, having 500 million every single month, and you have that amount for 1 year, don't you have an idea of what you can do? Don't you think you can struggle with some national government? So I keep asking, this is not recurrent expenditure, this is not IGR. If you add IGR, that's about 600 million every month. But yet, you go to Redo, there's really nothing to write home. But there's money in the system. Because the Tinubu left government, Tinubu had taken away money from, it's not like I made new money. It's money from me, money from the, because I removed fuel subsidy. Before I used to buy for 100 something naira, 200 something naira. Now we are buying for almost 900 naira. So it is my money they are gathering to give to Monday Okpebholo. It is my money they are gathering to give to the local government chairman. So they will now in turn use it to cater for my interest. But yet they will collect our money from education subsidy, from fuel subsidy, from tally. If I make call now, the call is more expensive than what it used to be before. The federal government is heaping tax and levies on them. If I transfer money, the statutory allocation, they remove 15 naira. They are gathering my money to federal allocation. They will not share it for themselves. And yet, the money goes into government coffers and government is not responding to the needs of the people. It's a challenge. If that was, why didn't they give the people the money? At least if I was still buying for 100 something naira or 200 naira, it will help me. If I'm making costs cheaper rates, it will help me. In education now, University of Benin school fees, the highest school fees I paid in Unibank was about 14,000. Now, if you go there, it's about 80-something-thousand. People who are doing masters, you have to have close to 1 million naira going to run through a master's program. If they use that money to go and pay in education for us, will it not be better? Because even the people you are giving the money to is not reflecting in our life. We are struggling. It's not as though the people are working, the poor people are working for the government to feed fat. That's why we see today now, Okpebholo, he has the mind of putting 28 commissioners, the highest Edo State has ever produced. 28 is too much. Commissioner for livestock, commissioner for this, commissioner for that. Everybody that can mobilize votes for Okpebholo is giving them commissioner. That is just commissioner. You're not talking about special advisors. Those ones they are accountable. In Obaseki's time, they used to swear in special advisors like they swear commissioner. So you could know how many special advisors have been sworn in, how many have not been sworn in. But in Okpebholo's time, they are treating special advisors like SSL. Special advisors salary is close to 1 million. Over 1 million every single month. I was special advisor before. Not to talk of the numbers of SSAs and SAs, because the man has mobilized so much people into the political terrain that is not to talk of the patronage gives to political leaders and masters. So the money is spending on politics is too much. Too much. And I dare say it's not causing challenges for the local government, because those local government now, we know they sack the local government chairman. What they have now is acting chairman. So for example, now already they're supposed to receive 500 million to do infrastructure projects. We don't see up to 30 or 20 million. It's just the chairman that will just enjoy that, the small active chairman, while the other ones will not be released by the state. Just imagine the amount of money they are now raking in from the 18 local governments, and they are deploying all of them for politics. It's not fair. I don't understand. The people will think I hate Monday Okpebholo. I don't hate Monday Okpebholo. Monday Okpebholo, he didn't commit any crime. I don't know him from anywhere. But I just feel, because I have information now, I understand. People may say, Shedrach, when Obaseki was there, what did you do? If you know what I did when I was in overseas government, there were many times I would write message inside my own WhatsApp platform. I will write message inside our special advisor group. Another advisor will delete it. I said, that was wrong with you. Are you mad? Is this one activism? Because I later discovered that as a special advisor or commissioner in government, you cannot openly criticize government.
Yes.
You got there, you are seeing everything. I saw government like in its naked form. I saw in as much as Obaseki was as good as he was, there were many things I saw that didn't go that way with me. And even the advice I gave, they were not taking. But it's under oath. The advice you give to a government, you can't say it outside. The things that happening in government, you can't say government must keep it secret as a top officer in government. So me, I was not feeling like people who are outside are not doing enough because we were inside, we can't even do this job. I dare say there are many commissioners in Okpebholo's government who want to speak like Shedrach, but they cannot. There are many special advisors, they cannot. There are many people, local government chairmen in Okpebholo's government. There are people inside APC who want to sound like Shedrach, but they cannot because they are honor bound and duty bound. They are under oath. This is not sure whether they are corrupt or not. No, they are under oath not to speak. They cannot speak. If they speak, they are liable to go to prison. They threatened with prison. I saw where they showed me the paper that say if you release government secrets, you are susceptible to infringement of oath. So yes, that's it. It's a government law. It's a government law across, but it's not just from Okpebholo, it's not for Obaseki. That's that government have been designed to operate. So when you now say opposition should not speak, that means you are killing democracy at the core. People need to understand that if all those things I keep saying, Okpebholo doesn't even care so much. Everything is going his own way. I just say my own bits and he does what he likes. But to a large extent, because he's interested in re-election, that's why the replay of Nigerian democracy is election. If Okpebholo knows that he will be returned or be sacked or be reaffirmed in 2028 on the basis of what he has done by the people and not by the party, the way and manner he administers government will change. If Tinubu knows that it's the average Nigerian in the street, one by one, that will come out and vote for him, and not the governors he's buying, not the party chieftains, not the thugs he's releasing, not those prisoners he's releasing from jail, those are kidnappers and ex-bandits, the way he will be leading will be different. The system, Nigerian government cannot serve Nigerian people because Nigerian people cannot choose who their leader is. The minute Nigerian people begin to choose who their leader is, the leader will be forced to now begin to work for the people in order to return or to remain relevant. So as long as Okpebholo does not care about, I can shout, I can talk, as long as he knows that as long as Tinubu returns and his party chieftains are happy with him and they give him the ticket back, there is no need to answer Shedrach or to focus on development or to do any of those things because my vote will still not count. And that's why the man has been singing it repeatedly that he wants to give Bola Ahmed Tinubu 2.5 million votes, and later he jacked it up to 3.5 million votes. And it's just it's so shameful because Bola Ahmed Tinubu does not have a campaign office now, no campaign DG, no campaign train, but yet in Edo State here, there's full army of campaign structure. They've appointed offices from Edo North to Edo South. They flagged up City Boy. Election that is in 2027, they have started sharing money to market women now. Just imagine that kind of crash record. Even if you don't want to induce them, you could do other scheme that will focus on government. You could make their life better. You will come out with loan scheme. Not this one, Padilla will run to the market and be sharing money, 50,000 to market women as optics. So they'll be shouting City Boy will share cap and share shirt for them. This thing is not governance. We are over-politicizing the system. Politics is good, but when you get politics, you don't have to look at how to use it for the betterment of the people. It's not just going to be politics for politics' sake. Politics for politics' sake leaves everybody. It fits only the politicians. I said it before. For example, now in Edo State now, Okpebholo has done 365 days. But I bet you by the end of this year, Okpebholo's tenure will have expired. Why did I say so? Okpebholo has 4 years. This first 1 year is the only year that there is no election. Okpebholo can focus on governance in this 1 year. By 2026 January, because election primaries of 2027 is in the June 2027, going by the old electoral law, Okpebholo will be distracted heavily by elections. The whole of 2026 will be spent during 2027 election. 2027, once you finish the general election by 2027, Okpebholo will start working for his own election for 2028. So as I speak to you now, the only time Okpebholo had to work for Edo State has been spent 35 days. And for what he has done, there's really nothing much that one can hope for. So when people say, you are just criticizing this government, but the Okpebholo is just barely 1 year old, and you are criticizing him, comparing to Obaseki 4 years, I tell you that in subsequent engagement, it won't be what the Okpebholo is doing or not doing, won't be on the media anymore. It's the candidates that will not be jumping around. When we go for television now, they'll be arguing who is going for Ovia, who is going for Okpebholo, who is better, who is not better. And this one is it. That's what we'll not be discussing. Nobody will discuss government again. They will not be holding rallies, massive rallies, mobilization. If the Okpebholo now wants to do any project, he will do a project that will appeal to the people in terms of quick buy. Because there are projects that are mid-term, long run, and the beyond, like very long run. So there are, for example, now, instead of putting let's say 500 million to do one road, he will prefer to carry 500 million to the community and share for them. They will remember easily. They will be happy, more excited. So all of those things does not incur development. So I say these things. People say, you hate money. I say I don't hate the man, and I'm not a bitter position. Of course, I am sad for the fact that I took my personal money to campaign vigorously for Aswale Ighodalo, knowing that the man was better.
Yes.
I took money out of it to cook soup for my wife and children. I used it aside my energy. I used it to campaign vigorously. And the man won.
He did.
Only for Tinubu to carry the mandate and give it to Monday Okpebholo. We went to court, he carried it again, give it to Monday Okpebholo. So you now want me to be happy? So if somebody steals your bicycle, according to Peter Obi, and the person is riding it well, you won't be happy with the person because you always remember that this bicycle is your bicycle that was stolen. And they want the man, and now the man is never managing the bicycle well, he's riding the bicycle anyhow, misusing it, and yet you want to back. A stolen mandate is a stolen mandate. Whether it's been affirmed by the Supreme Court or what, in my own heart, I know that this is what it is. And so I must be critical about it. If the man is performing below what my candidate would have done, it gives me cause for grief. And I don't may not really know the damage that been done. If Okpebholo had come on board, and I just focused on doing what concerns him, leaving Governor Obaseki alone, and all what has happened in the past administration would have been a different ball game. Would have said, okay, Okpebholo is doing his own to the best of his ability. The man may not be an intellectual guru, he may not be a master in development, but at least he's trying his best. Let him do his own bit, and other people will come and do their own bit. No matter how slow development was during his tenure, we can. But the man came on board and began to fight the thing that was on ground. All the investments Obaseki had done, they are mobilizing people to destroy them. They are bringing battles. The MOA that was supposed to start enjoying, the tourism, the attraction was supposed to bring. I saw over 600. That day I went to the airport. I saw white people engaging in mass. I saw private jets, 4. I'm not talking of aeroplane that came. Green Africa came 3 times. Lagos, he came, he came and they were dropping people. They were, I when I say white men, not like you see some white, some black, pure white. They were in droves, mobilizing into the states. And when that saga happened, the 4 private jets flew to Europe that minute. Some left Benin, back to Lagos, back to Abuja. There are only a few now remain in Protea. They land left of the day. Then you see them, even the charity blue that is coming up now, they are attacking it, doing numerous, countless investigation to know who. You could ask them, if you look for, if Edo State government had money in it, you will know how much Edo State government put into it.
Yes.
If it's going to serve Edo State, if it's going to be a profit like the Radisson Blue, it's profit to engage. Whenever they share profit, Edo State government will share. Edo State government invested about 2 billion to buy land. That 2 billion to land is now about 20%. The hotel is estimated to be about 50 billion right now. Everybody knows how that thing happened. If you go to MOA, the one they said Obaseki gave seed money. How you think Edo State government build that MOA? Edo State government cannot build that MOA. If MOA was easy, Okpebholo should build it now very quickly. If it is easy. Well, how long have we been in those states? And without, it's not going to be, at least that museum is not going to have artifact. That has been settled. Artifact go there. Why fight it? Why try to derail it? Because if you reduce more from what it is, you move the international influence. Imagine they wanted to open more and like 600 white men on ground. If it was built and owned by those state government, who will invite the white people? When Okpebholo went to look for investor in Glasgow, he could not find any foreign investor. He had to bring another Benin man who they say was a core artist in America. So you see the idea. If Okpebholo feels that international investor is easy, he would have brought them. But you see, he went to bring one native doctor from Upper Sakomba who joined them on Zoom. Okpebholo traveled abroad, spent 3 weeks, and later a Benin man used Zoom to join him abroad and promising $250 million, which I know is sham and everything. So what they are fighting is not what they can create. If it was something Mondo Okpebholo had the capacity of creating, I will know. Mondo Okpebholo can create these things, yes, he's fighting them and destroying them. Well, I have seen Mondo Okpebholo's capacity. I have rated it completely. Mondo Okpebholo cannot surprise me. There's no surprise anywhere. So what he's doing so far is the best of ability, but I don't want to say I'm disappointed. The only calculation I feel is that, well, he has done well for the Eastern people, but a few of them are not so pleased. But in the long run, I honestly do not see Mondo Okpebholo returning. APC, take my word for it, APC will not return Mondo Okpebholo. Whether you like it or not, Tinubu may be interested so much in politics, but Tinubu also has an eye for competence and character. When Tinubu wins, Tinubu will not be desperate again for winning. He will now want a governor that can deliver. He knows he can deliver anybody. Mondo Okpebholo, he will go nowhere in 2028. All this desperation is sham. All the party leaders are mobilizing. They are working towards him now. They are giving him solidarity and support because he is the man on ground. After 2027 election, all of them and their allies will no longer be looking for anything. It will only be Mondo Okpebholo that will not be looking for something. Because by 2027, all the House of Assembly members have gotten their seats. House of Rep has been filled, Senate has been filled. So it's only governorship that will be hanging. Everybody has held their ground. People who Mondo Okpebholo deny seats will be agreed, they will be crying in one place. People who get will be jubilating. Then Mondo Okpebholo will not come back to people. That's when he will not know who is his friend and who is his enemy. I appreciate the man's personality. He's very humble. He's a humble man. You see, Mondo Okpebholo is very calm and he's very generous, as they said. Even though he's generous with money that is not his own, but he's a generous man nonetheless. And he's gifting them money and they are excited that they are happy.
Oh my God. Oga Udugbai. Thank you so much, my brother. My people, now they follow. Drink water, drink water. Oh yeah, drink water. Drink water. People that forget power. Now they follow and they gonna help me share. We want quick go on one quick break. They come back. No. Gonna share and like to Yes, we are back again to Edo Pride. Please, this is family meeting. If you haven't liked, this is the time. Remember to go and pin that like, pin it, and then share. Oga, we are back. Welcome back. So, you do well. If I tell you to stay with us 24 hours, you know it will be like one. I enjoy watching you. I will just put my hands on my phone like this, sitting now picking. Which mama born this man? Oh. God bless your mother. You are just thank you so much. So I don't know, in 1 or 2 minutes, can you just touch quickly on this Moa madness? I just want, because there are lands to build museum. Edo State, Benin City can house how many museums? Why is this Moa getting the undeserved attention, like negative, let me say, negative attention that is not supposed to be there? Why are we not praising the initiative? Monday is trying to destroy the project he met on ground, but I haven't seen his own initiative. So why is this Moa? Just quickly touch on it, then we move on. Moa is
Moa, the truth about Moa is that the real fact of Moa cannot really be laid in public domain because of the stakeholders that are involved. It's the Oba of Benin is seen to be a god on earth, and the people revere him so well that it cannot be brought into political analysis and discussions. That's why this Moa thing is dragging long. And you see people have different perspectives and different sides to it. So people have gotten angry, they've always sort of different parties. But you should know that, first of all, Mondo Okpebholo came into office under the cover of Tinubu and Adam Salih Oshomole. Those were his two major principals. And those two principals, they have a vendetta against Godwin Obaseki. Tinubu stated it openly that when he won, Obaseki mocked him, I don't know, Lagos. Even when he won, Obaseki refused to congratulate him. And while Tinubu was president, Obaseki never attended Federal Council meeting once. The few times when he now gave made Omobayo deputy governor, Omobayo attended on his behalf. So they never saw eye to eye. That's why it was rumored. that the man was really aggrieved with Obasanjo. Then, if you not just oppose it to Shomole, you know the battle Obaseki had with Shomole, how they fought. Shomole was moved for national chairman, and now Shomole vowed to discipline Godwin Obaseki and to destroy his legacy. And you see when Okpebholo won in the court verdict, as they were celebrating in Abuja, that was why Dasali Oshowe took the mic and said, Your Excellency, I want you to now begin to probe Godwin Obaseki for all the things he has done. So it was in Abuja, the vision is the public domain. So Dasali Oshowe is hell-bent on fighting the legacies of Godwin Obaseki because he wants it to be that it will be him and Dasali Oshowe who is the greatest governor Edo State has ever had in this Fourth Republic. So he's trying to erase the works of Godwin Obaseki. It's like a child who's trying to use a dirty cloth to erase the painting of a masterpiece, not knowing that the artwork has already dried into history. And people have already cemented it in their memory. So if you look at that, also, you know, Obaseki also had some cold war with the palace. Some people may not want to agree, but also know that there were some infractions that occurred. The issue of traditional council, where Obaseki felt to a large extent that majority of the villages in Edo South were not getting the kind of development that they desire. Okay, we want to now begin to enroute. Yes, that we want to ensure that the traditional leaders in this locality would have enough resources to collaborate with the government and the local government at their respective levels to combat insecurity. Because majority of these Fulani, as we used to hear, they have associations and alignments with many of those enoges and traditional chieftains. There's no land Fulani will come to and not go and give something to the Zaki or to the Oba or to the Enoge. They always try to go through that route. If the Enoge refuses, they will take their cow away from those premises. So there will be many issues where the Fulani will say, we went there, we saw Enoge collected our greens, collected our drinks and our small cash. So Obaseki felt that there was a need for these Enoges and traditional rulers to have enough resources so that they too can also be able to cater for their own interest, not fall into the temptation of greed, selling land, all of those things, and be able to man their respective locations. There were many Enoges who were not staying in their villages. They were living in Benin because staying in their villages was more expensive for them than living in Benin. So those were the major questions. Obaseki wanted to redirect resources. I know the plan was there. And before you know, the thing came out, they now feel they are trying to balkanize the palace. But I didn't hear, you know, these things are not really written clearly. You get them as fillers and a gossip, but that was the mood of governments at that time. Then, when I say the Akezwa took them to some Enoges broke out. They didn't want all the money. It's whether it's 230 million money that was going to the palace, where Oba will now share for the Enoges. They wanted the Enoges to get their money directly, while the Oba and his own chiefs to get their money directly, so that they can also get what is due to them and they can act. But the palace now said that those Enoges are his chiefs that is sent to superintend over those areas, that they are not traditional rulers in the sense of the word. That you get the idea that they are his own personal chiefs that is sent there, that they cannot be regarded as a traditional ruler as we have it in Edo Central and in Edo North. Because in Edo North, they refer to them as a traditional ruler, they have their right, their money go to them directly. In Edo Central, all the Enoges get their money directly. But in Edo South, they don't. All of them goes to the palace will now reimburse. So that was the lacuna Obaseki wanted to address, feeling that the money was too centralized, was over-centralized. That battle went on. The issue of artifact also came, where they all came together to work to get artifact together. When the Oba said, no, this artifact is not for government, is not for the people. It is my personal property. It belongs to my father, it belongs to my ancestor, and by every right, it is my own. The concept government had was that if they fought a war on the Benin Kingdom and they took many of those artifacts, not all of them were from inside the palace per se. Some were from Igun. Imagine if they come to 5 palace and collect artifacts today. Many will be from Igun Street, many will be. It should be seen at least like the people's whatsoever. That's the idea. And they wanted to ensure that even though the palace owns it by right, for example, now government owns land, but I still have my land in Edo State that says my own is not for government. Even though all land still belongs to government. You get the idea? So the palace may literally own it in the sense of it's for the palace, but the government will build a museum that could do it to generate revenue and develop. So but the running battle that came was that the palace now made it clear that it is my personal property. When they bring it, I can keep it in my property. I can keep, even if they bring 500, I can choose to keep 400 in the house and say, put this 100 inside the museum or do it as I please, sell as I like. So that was how the palace eventually declared its ownership in totality, and Buhari gazetted as its own. So those issues, those small battles, front and back battles they had within the palace, this thing, I've been some issues too about resources that I cannot speak of, but they are not. All this fall in the realm of gossip, but they were things that were being peddled around. So there have been some infractions. So the palace were not working coordinately close with government. So that acrimony was also there. So when Obaseki campaigned, this support this candidate, they were supporting Okpebholo, many of those others, they called him Ogyomba. The campaign of calumny against the government was also very high. So that was what now nosedived into this MOA. Because MOA was now Obaseki's grand signature as a Benin man on Edo State that will forever remain him as the greatest contributor to Edo history and culture. Obaseki would have bagged that medal if MOA we are allowed to stand as the man who made the greatest contribution to the growth and development of Edo history and culture. Because that thing is an archaeological institute that we attract. If you say MOA is opening and 600 white people are coming, that will tell you that MOA does not even need Edo people to run. MOA with the international connection, because if MOA was labeled this year as one of the top 50 places to visit around the world by New York Times, that should tell you that MOA is more popular abroad than in Benin City. And that is what you need for an institution like MOA, so they want to attract the right investment and the right mind. People will come here. People want to study West Africa. You know West Africa, how many countries are in West Africa? People that want to study art in the whole of West Africa that have multiple nations, they will now come to Benin City to study art of West Africa, a region, a sub-region in a continent. They will come to one Benin City. So that's the market share that they want to attract to Edo State and to Benin, which to a large extent would have no see. When I saw the white people coming out in the airport, I told myself, Shedrach, are you sure you not go and look for one store around that exotic to go and start selling artwork? Because that would have been like the next business. All those exotic ones, all those exotic stores that you see them selling hairdressing, salon, those ones by airport road, something exotic. My calculation was to quickly go and look for one store there, just shade artwork. If it's two you sell more, put them at very exorbitant prices. Why the white man come? The white man does not price so much. You just tell him this is the price, we just pay. You sell once a month, two a month, you have made it already. Just buy from a good street, come and put there, very good. So those are the things that could have generated. That food street would have changed. The life of that street would have changed permanently for good. And all those environments would have changed. Because that would have been the trade that will be taking place there. Already the local government was already planning to be doing cultural festival every month. To say that they will have one cultural festival they are doing. You get the idea? Just to carry some creative dancers. You say we're having this dancing 3 days. Somebody will come and tell story, will act play. So that when those international tourists are booking their flights, when they are booking their flight, they will look for those days of the month where they have those socio-cultural festivals. Maybe when Fabomo will be playing, they will play Tendo, they will add Benin drama, those women will dance, they will just gather the thing, package it to be a tourism. Maybe they'll say, oh, today we are celebrating the life and times of a motor in month July. They will all gather. It was not a festival before, but because MOA is there and tourists are coming, they will change it to a festival so that every month something will boom in. That is where we're heading towards. So, but for me, I will cry. I can't cry more than it bereaved. Because if the thing had come, it may have affected me positively, it may not affect me positively. So, I also believe that God will always provide for me. So, while we agitate for the mass majority of Nigerians, and this issue, the issue they really brought about to say, I know, yes, they came together, they had the Benin dialogue group that wanted to get their artifacts and also build a museum. It was initially stated to be the Benin Royal Museum, but the Benin Royal Museum was positioned opposite the Oba Palace. That land opposite the Oba Palace. That's where we had the signboard of the Benin Royal Museum before. It was never at that central hospital place. That one is clear. And even when the Oba's daughter represented the Oba in Netherlands, when they say they were repatriating artifacts in Netherlands, the daughter read in public domain. I heard with my ear. He said they will convert the Oba Kenzwa Cultural Center to a Benin museum. So that MOA has already gone like 50%, almost completion. I'm talking about this year. So when they now say that Benin Museum is MOA, is a life repeat of hell. Then the second correction say Obaseki took money that was meant for the Benin Royal Museum to build MOA is a lie. Because from the onset, from the day the first block of foundation was laid in MOA, it was called MOA, it was never called Benin Royal Museum. But before the planning was called Emoa, the Edo Museum was never. Obaseki told them clearly that he was not going to use his money and those resources to build that because the thing was too demanding. That building, if you see Moa is not block and cement. There is no one block. There's no one block in Moa. Moa is concrete, reinforced concrete all around. If you see the reinforced concrete in Moa, the ground. When I went there doing investigation, when I was doing this, so I asked the engineers, why are you spending so much money? What are you building that you are reinforcing? All the walls, all the walls is reinforced concrete.
Whoa.
Specialized. Any you can't put your hand to that wall, only one hand. There's iron inside every wall you see.
Yeah,
very expensive to build and to construct. They were cutting everything. I asked him, he said that this building will house billions, artifact worth billions of naira and millions of dollars. So it must be safe and secure because many of the artwork will not be owned by the museum. They will go and borrow people's artwork. They will go to some kingdoms to go and carry artwork. They will go to some place to go and carry some sacred things to come and put there. You can't now put it there and it's not safe. So that museum is, so when people are not getting interested in Moa, because that's for that they cannot build this Moa. This Moa is here. So even if you are Okpebholo choose to put money down, they build Biniria Museum. It can never be half as good as Moa. That's why they now quickly wanted to convert Moa to Biniria Museum and take ownership. Not because Moa was on years, because Moa became too attractive, over celebrated, and too interesting for them to take their eyes off it. So that's exactly the acrimony that we're facing. Moa became too good, too big, too exposed for it not to be invested. And for me, I see it as they're asking who owns Moa. The question you should ask is who built Moa? Who built something is who owns it. They brought a list of people who contributed to build Moa. The palace is not there. The palace contribute 5 naira. So I don't understand all this palace owns Moa. So if I Shedrach Udugbai did not put my 5 naira to build something, on what basis will I not say the thing is my own? If I say people donated money for me to build it, don't I know the donor? Can't I go at me and say, the money you gave to me was used to build something else? So let's start. That's where you start from. Not to say you want to take it and convert it to personal property. I'm on the Okpebholo now. I really do not understand because the man to a large extent, he in his own heart wants to please the leaders and masters. He wants to mobilize the stakeholders. He wants to show that he's always in a good book of everybody. All the political leaders and masters love him. So we do anything and everything to remain relevant because he cannot derive relevance from the people. There's no project Okpebholo will do now that will beat Moa. So God of us, Adasale Oshomole will tell him destroy it. The ancestors will tell him destroy it. Everyone will tell him destroy it. So he gets motivated to destroy it because he sees it as a shining light. That when the thing begins to attract people in, they always keep reminding him that he's not better than Godwin Obaseki. And if the man had left Godwin Obaseki alone to focus on what he had to do, he would have made more progress than what he's doing right now. So for me, I sincerely, yes, the museum would have been running. It would have said yes, even if Obaseki built it in my time. Then they cannot say, okay, we'll now proceed to do a Biniria Museum to tie it together. People will be excited. People will begin to forget Godwin Obaseki and say, now Okpebholo say it's building a Biniria Museum. This is what we're going to be doing. That we're going to tie together. That Biniria Museum will have the artifacts. It has been said time and time again that Moa will not contain the artifact, will not carry artifacts. The artifact belongs to the palace, and they are not going to be in Moa. So the problem, as they say, is destroys people. Everybody knows that place was already one. That's why Oshomole went to build the other one. Oshomole had built another one before he left office. The one they built, that Central Hospital, the new block, but that block was already dead. Obaseki saw that place was almost dead and rotten. He said, okay, let us build a hospital, a more modern, more critical, more modern hospital in Stella Obasanjo and use this place for art and culture because it's close to the palace, it's close to Egu, and it's close to the moat. We have a cultural district around this place. It's close to our cultural center. They planned it and situated it there. They did take from the bush. So if we are glamoring, but opposition will always say anything. The hospital is still functioning. The new building is functioning and is there. People are attending, getting medication there. So Obasanjo that Obaseki renovated and equipped. If you see, there was one of my distant friends who was doing a kidney transplant. This MRI room machine. I don't know what that's the one they use for your dialysis machine.
Oh, the dialysis, okay.
Dialysis machine. The dialyzer. There are four inside Stella Obasanjo. But guess what? Stella Obasanjo is under lock and key. Nothing is happening there. Obaseki, they said Okpebholo locked the place up, and some APC rats, they are going there to steal the equipment one by one. And that's where we are today. So there are many things that are happening. Like me now, I'm just here. Like I told them, I know they go abroad. I know they go in an opinion, and they move around. The truth can never, ever kill me. I mean, I have the courage, I have the capacity. I know that's why I'm talking for. I will see energy. There's nobody that can do anything. I will tell you what I want to tell you, backed by facts. If you don't like it, you charge me to court. I'll go and defend the things I say. I say these things without missing words. Come arrest me. Let's go to court so that I will prove it to you whether I'm lying or not. But to not say you don't want to threaten me or do one nonsense. And I just say, most times I've said it before and I keep saying it. But the people should thank me for the level of criticism I'm doing, because I can be worse than this without missing words. I can choose to. There are many things I know about this government that I don't say. People say, Shedrach, you just go to ITV, you just open your mouth, I begin to say everything you know to blast government. I tell them, no, you are wrong. I don't say everything I know. I say only a few, and I reserve the rest. There are many things I know about government that
Network.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. It was network, but you're back. Okay. Yes.
I said that there are many things I know about government that are petty, very, very petty. And if I bring them to public domain, they will go beyond constructive criticism. They will not be in the realm of humiliation and mockery. Like Shedrach is not trying to mock the government, because the government are really doing many stupid things. So if I choose not to say those things, they should be grateful to me because I have many. And if I say anything, I will say it in a way that it will go viral. I can choose to go to ITV this week, the thing will go viral. I will go next week, it will go viral. I will go the upper week again, it will go viral. And Nigeria will start describing only Shedrach Udugbai and Okpebholo. And I've not got to channels once. I've not got to Arise. It's not because I don't know those channels, I don't know those places, or because they've not invited me. I said no, since Okpebholo is a state governor, Shedrach Udugbai is a citizen, let us be addressing our problem in-house. Let me keep using ITV. If it's national issue, I'll go and do small national television. But as long as I don't say government, I deliberately have refrained it to ITV and social media, because I don't put mostly on my social media space. If they say they want to not disturb me, let me not have peace, or I cannot stay in Edo State peacefully. Whether I go to Abuja, it will be channels and Arise that will not be able to address Edo State problem from a very sharp and critical angle with some anger and vengeance, and that will not serve the government well. Either will it serve Edo State well. Because even if Okpebholo is not failing, it's our duty to also manage him. That's the truth. Because I myself, there's nothing I can do now that will take Okpebholo out of office. I recognize that. There's nothing I can do. Okpebholo will be my governor for the next 4 years. And as a good citizen, it is my duty to support Okpebholo. It's my duty to support Okpebholo to succeed. This is the way I can support him. Because if I don't choose to be singing his praises, there are many other people who are singing his praises already. Okpebholo has Commissioner for Information, Special Advisor on Media, the Chief Press Secretary. He has another one, those a spokes liar that gave a Special Advisor on Legal Affairs. He has many people speaking for him. He has two actmen who follow him everywhere to start. He has to cry and shouting. If I not join them to be bootlicking Monday, who will not correct Okpebholo when he makes mistakes? So I can't join them. When I choose to join where he needs people who will be able to tell him the critical truth. So that's why now I want Edo to succeed. That's why I'm doing all this critical analysis. This is taking my time. Nobody people think I should have been funded. As if I've been funded. Why are the other people that are funded? Why is it only Shedrach Udugbai? I spoke to Obaseki about 4 months ago, thereabouts. Before that time, we last spoke in February. We don't talk every day. Nobody tells me what to do. If you look at me, you will know that I'm not the kind of person that is being told to go and be talking on air, and I go and talk. Or should I come and take this money? I work hard for my money. I use it to buy fuel. I drive it to ITV. I go and talk. I get to the station. I see money in my pocket. I dash the presenter money. I still drive away. It's my money. It's my investment for Edo State. Because I think that political education is really a problem, honestly speaking.
It is. People
do not know much about politics. It's a huge problem. If Nigerians have the adequate knowledge of political knowledge about what government, an average Nigerian does not even know what government ought to be. They don't know what democracy is because they have never seen genuine democracy. What they've seen is the Nigerian democracy, what democracy has become, not what democracy ought to be. To know what democracy ought to be, you now have to go into the books. to go and study. You have to go and do over international best practices to know what democracy ought to be. For now, what we know as democracy is what democracy has become, and it's a dysfunctional and inherent, intrinsically dysfunctional democracy which cannot serve the people. So for me, I look at all these things and I feel, well, people need to know. Because I myself, there was a point in time I didn't know so much. I took time to also educate myself. Even till now, I educate myself about governance, about development, what it takes. Because I don't want the idea. I know eventually, sooner or later, I will run for office because they are talking to me anyhow now. Because if I'm in office, nobody will try. Just imagine that I could be a House of Assembly member in the Edo State government. They will suspend me. They will eventually kick me out. But before they kick me out, I will deal with them mercilessly. I will show them what they need. I will jumpstart their thinking. Anyway, whether it's National Assembly or Self-Assembly, I don't care so much. I told them before, I've been poor before I enter politics. I'm still poor now. There's no guarantee that they will. You also say, I'm also interested in the primitive accumulation of treasures and pleasures. If I want to make money in Obaseki government, it got to a point that they will not say, we need to carry money for delegates to Edo North, on one East and Edo. They will not be looking for who they will give. They will say, go and call Shedrach. I was the youngest special advisor in the Obaseki government. That's the youngest senior executive. I'm the youngest special advisor Edo State has ever produced. It's the job democracy that now. The youngest senior advisor is the commissioner and the special advisor. But yet, when people in the donor gather, they will say, give the money to Shedrach. They know that I'm not going to carry their money. If you give the money, we see another complete. If I want to steal, I would have stolen your Obaseki government and have made money. And perhaps if I want to even make money, I can get a business. I have the intellectual capacity to make money if it's money I want. But money doesn't drive me as much as politics drives me. I believe, why should I be thinking of only me when I can make it better for so many? Exactly. All these things that many people, it can be better for. If I go and do business, only myself and my wife and my children, it won't impact the next man next to me. At best, after I've done for so many years, I will come back and begin to share handouts. But with politics, I will transform full local government, full senatorial district, full state and full nation. People begin to see things with better. Life will be touched and be empowered. So why should I be thinking of only me when perhaps now I'm not going to die? There's no way the economy of this jungle. Even if PDP stays in opposition for 8 years, they add another 8 years to it. Udugbai will have money to buy fuel to go to ITV and speak his conscience. If that's the least I can do. Every at least 2 times every month, I will enter my car. I will drive to ITV. I will have data to put on social media to talk what I want, say what I want to say. Poverty can never catch me to that level. It can never get, because many of people who say they need so much money, I really don't know where they're taking the money to. I really don't know what they want to do. So when I see people making billions, they are desperate for power. They enter into government, they forget the people so easily, and they now focus on themselves. And I begin to wonder, have you not seen the rich go poor? How many people, you know how many chieftains we used to have? Osarimo Osubo, we better fly together. The last time I traveled to Lagos, he sat there behind me. Imagine just sat there calm peacefully. This was a former governor. Adasale Oshobo, even though that is a senator now, by now would have been a normal man, relaxing and chilling, communicating with the constituent. This money can't last forever. The problem is that a politician, they have a lifestyle. When they leave government, they attempt to live that lifestyle even after leaving power.
That's why they want
the day I left government, that's why they want to remain there. Yes, keep following money, because there's a lifestyle they want to maintain. And that lifestyle cannot be maintained without government money. You see, Shaibu, when he left office, they now went to give him one small appointment. It didn't take him up to 3 months. He now remember that those governments owing him billions. He now went to write one useless bill of quantity to say, we have got E. The treat is worth 1.2 billion. This worker survival cycle. When he was in government, he would tell himself that he was doing business. So he had filling station, he had real estate, not knowing that those ones were just face value. The real money was politics. Once politics disappeared, they will face the ugly reality. So that's that been me. I tell them, politics will come and go. If we do not have, imagine, I say in Edo State, in a state like Edo, people who are speaking against Okpebholo are not up to 10. A state of over 5 million people. People speaking against the governor are not up to 10. People that APC are speaking for them, they are in their hundreds and thousands. Yet, a few of them, a handful that I can count. When there was a time I stopped speaking, there was a time I traveled, I went to do a few things. I traveled to my home, I was not on ground. I told that, let me just take a break. Let me first of all relax. Because after we left government, when Okpebholo won, he lost at I think he lost just at the tribunal. And I said, okay, let me relax. My mom there was very bothered. Shedrach, everybody's complaining to you about me. Like you're always insulting Okpebholo. I say I'm not insulting Okpebholo. It's political analysis. Okpebholo knows I'm not insulting him. Numerous complaints were coming. My family was scared. I know at that first time they will be scared. We made them come and cash out. I tell you that in this politics, I have coconut head. Nothing can happen. Nobody can cash nobody here. It's the God that made Mondo Okpebholo governor. They also made me opposition. No, nothing. There's no fear anywhere. The APC people know that this boy here is not correct. And I told them, yes, it's not correct. So you better also be wary. Because, so that's why there was a time I stopped criticizing Mondo Okpebholo. I just relaxed on social media. I said, let me rest. Please, I finish your government. They were calling me in ITV that they will have 2 people for APC to speak. There's nobody for PDP willing to come and speak. And ITV is the biggest television in Edo State. If you talk about television, it's ITV. EBS is managing, is owned by the state. That means the only place where opposition can speak, there's no opposition voice. Don't know, Shedrach. Do you have anybody you can call? The people you will call, they will say, Shedrach, why you not go? Those who are expressing fear, I don't fear they go to talk now. Many of them didn't want to be attacking Mondo Okpebholo because they didn't want the idea of say, maybe when they now want to move into APC, should the case of opportunity arise itself, they will not have gone far across the Rubicon. They were calling me repeatedly. Nobody, Shedrach, I'm not be looking for people that I know cannot speak to the issues. Is it right? Is it okay? When I resume back, I say this one is for good. I am here for good. I'll be here for the long run. If there's nobody going to speak, I'll be here to speak. Because people need to know the balance of everything. They need to the left, they need to the right. Balance was created. Beyond that, there's political education. People need to know that people need to come up with this idea to say that I can just go and read. When I graduate, I'll get a good job. When I get a good job, I'll have a good lifestyle. That thing has failed. There are many graduates today who are very, very intelligent, very simple. There's no job. There are people who are suffering not because of their own cause. The government just made life almost impossible for them to enjoy. There are many people today who were doing well before. There are people who retired as pensioners. They left service. Their money then, if they convert to dollar, was almost $1,000. Today they convert that money, it's not up to $300. That's the suffer they have put themselves. And most of the things they buy, they are all foreign. So you see that people are being pushed into poverty. People think they can survive. But the truth is that only a few can survive without we setting the politics right, without we putting governance in good perspective. So for me, there's nothing personal. Even if I choose to go and leave politics today, I will still survive. If I choose to continue to survive, I just feel there's need for us to put balance to these things. Then we're able to speak. It's easy. I tell them who are defending Mondo Okpebholo. I say if I choose to be defending Mondo Okpebholo, God forbid that I won't. But if I choose, none of them will do it better than me. There's no one of them. I see the way they speak now. Very shallow. There's really nothing there. Because even if me choose to debate me, the me that's defending Okpebholo will look stupid in the presence of me as against Mondo Okpebholo. Because the truth is that the man has not really done so well. When I started the opposition, they said Shedrach he wants to make a name for himself so that they will not call him and give him money. You know how many calls? You can't even discuss it with me. You can't even raise up the issue to say, Shedrach, how much will we pay you? We already crossed the Rubicon. Everybody now knows that this boy is a stupid person. He has crossed the Rubicon. This one does not want money. Who wants money? There's a way they criticize. Who does not want to be given appointment? There's a way they also criticize. And my own has been clear from the onset. I don't need Mondo Okpebholo's appointment. At the age of 31, I was a special advisor. Nobody has been a special advisor at the age of 31. This whole Mondo Okpebholo's cabinet, there's no one that's older than me in terms of senior. No one that's younger than me in terms of senior. Who commissioner, who will give you? Special advisor, who will give you? They pluck it from the tree. And Obaseki gave it to me on the basis of my own personal competence and character. I deserved it. We met on New York. I said, sir, if there is anybody that has contributed more to this government and this party that is less than 35 years, it should be given special advisor on youth. If there's nobody, it should be me. And that's how the debate went on. When they gave me special advisor on youth, people in my local government went to meet God the Obaseki. They said, sir, how did this boy, because special advisor, we did not submit his name? And I said, Shedrach, I want on his own personal merit. So if I've come that far, what am I now looking for inside Mondo Okpebholo's government that I know is an illegitimate government that stole mandate from another person? What will I be doing there? What do they want to give me that I don't have? A special advisor is equivalent to commissioner. If Mondo Okpebholo wants me to enter his government, he should sack Dennis Idausa and appoint me as deputy governor.
Thank you, sir. Let's quickly keep moving. Thank you. You are so funny. There's one question I need to ask before I run to the federal level. Now, They put Oshomole as the head of investigative whatever to investigate Obaseki. Did you did it look funny to you? Did it sound funny?
No. I just knew that
Oshomole was appointed. Did you hear the question? Oshomole was appointed.
Oshomole was appointed
to investigate Obaseki on MOA issues. Sorry, I have to bring back this one, but I don't want you to spend so much time on it. But did it sound funny to you?
No. Even if you want to give to somebody else, Oshomole will ask you to give it to him because he wants to be the one to put the nail in Obaseki's casket because he's still feeling very pained. He felt that Obaseki took something very juicy from him. He was national chairman, he would have done better. Obaseki cost most of his demanion. So he's still looking for a way to pay Obaseki back. So to put him there, he is very excited. He prefers that position than to be the senator in a donut.
Oh, so he doesn't like that senatorial position.
No,
that
this one is more satisfying. This one satisfies him more than being a senator.
Okay, I see. It was very funny to me, though. It was very fun. Let's just suppose to the federal level. Thank you, my people. I see a lot of you here, and I acknowledge you. Thank you so much. There are so many questions. There was one that I wanted to raise. I think I did not really just start it. I should have, because I wanted to ask that question. Jibola was the one who raised that question. And I don't want us to flog this MOA issue too long because of our time constraint. He said that in his own view, the artifacts in my own view, which is his, right from the beginning was supposed to be for public good. Do you have any response to that, like in 1 minute response? He said it was supposed to be for Can you read what's on the screen, sir?
Okay, the artifacts in my own right from the beginning were supposed to be for public good. Yes. Yeah. That was the idea that Godwin Obaseki had conceived. Yes. But the palace now made it known that it is theirs. And he fought to declare it his personal property. So that's why, even if the artifact come today, and the palace say, there are 500, keep 300 for me, put 200 in museum, and I want to sell this other 50. I want to rent this one out to international museum. Let us put some abroad. They will now be paying us royalty. He can do as he pleases. It's a personal property. And for us to now go and build a museum to stake state resources, and international donors will now gather money, and you now build a personal museum for the personal property of the palace, I think it's far too much. If the palace also need a museum, there are illustrious ministers across the world who will contribute money to build museum. It's not supposed to be a hard deal for me, honestly speaking. If the Benin Royal Museum wants a museum, it's not supposed to be a hard nut to crack. But the Okpebholo can drop a seed loan. But the Okpebholo can dash 2.5 billion to UBTH just because Isayamu's wife is CMD. That's why I went there to Paraduma, give them 2.5 billion. Then he can also put 5 billion for Benin Royal Museum to kickstart. The other illustrious sons can also add. There are people who believe that, let me contribute to what the palace, the Oba is doing. And they'll be happy that is the Oba's property. And everybody understand that as it is. And it will be arranged that way. The Benin Royal Museum should be built. I don't believe it should be killed, no. Benin Royal Museum has its own place. The Oba should put his artifact somewhere. Let us have, people should come and go to MOA, and from MOA go to Benin Royal Museum. It will increase the attraction. For it to only be Benin Royal Museum and there's no MOA, who will bring the white people? It should not be Edo people going to Benin Royal Museum. People from Lagos, go for Abuja, whenever they come to Benin. But when there's a MOA, the MOA will bring the white people from abroad across the globe. When they come to MOA, they will go to the Benin Royal Museum. That's the same thing, using one stone to kill two big birds. Because if you not say, let the MOA disappear, let there be only Benin Royal Museum because you feel it's only your own that will stand. Your own will not get the international coverage that MOA will have. That is it.
No, but from
okay, so I say my question to
yeah, they don't even want the MOA to disappear. They are claiming Monday said it's his birthday gift. Looking at MOA, I haven't been there physically. That cannot be somebody's gift, one person.
No, I can. We got somebody's gift at this age. I was talking about a birthday gift. Are we children? Birthday gift is usually a broasted. If we need bronze set, we'll find one, we'll go and buy one bronze set from the Goon and used to do birthday gift. No more. My question is, in your opinion, how do Edo people stop the aberration of Monday who has defected on the respected? Who has defecated on the You know, there's nothing anybody can do right now. We have to manage governance. We have to correct. We have to support.
So
I said that this man is support.
The governor, he ended the statement with office of the governor. Defecated on the respected office of the governor, whatever. Yeah.
Okay. When somebody who has power comes back, the office will gain respect again. It's only temporary. It's because of the way and manner. It's just that. But it's funny enough, for Monday Okpebholo's inability to govern well, I do not blame Monday Okpebholo. Like I always tell people, I said that in every society there are fools. If you go to Europe, there's a fool. There are fools in Europe. You go to America, there are fools in America. Just the way there are also fools in Nigeria. But it is the duty and responsibility of those who are not fools to ensure that the fools do not lead them. The fools will aspire. They have a right to aspire to become president. But it is those who are not fools that will say, no, this guy is a fool. He should not lead. In a community, there's an investor there. If the investor say he wants to be the Oba of the community, it is not for an investor that will say, no, this guy is not correct. This guy not lead us. So when we know who I know does not have the intellectual capacity to manage Edo State becomes governor. Who do we blame? We blame people who made him governor. Anatali Oshomole and Tinubu. Those are the major actors. The other people just came to support and corroborate. Those are the only people who say this man won't fly and he didn't fly. So those are the issues. So it's not people in the APC who supported him, who voted for him, that are to blame. Not necessarily Okpebholo himself. I can't blame the man. The man's death. The man chose to aspire and he became. So it's left to alone for him.
But you can blame him for his actions. He's the one taking the yes sir from all these parties. He's the one doing the yes sir. His name is on ground as the governor. So he's responsible for any actions that he takes.
That's how the APC organized themselves.
To destroy Edo, but Oshomole's name is not longer the governor of the state. But
it's just that his advisors are not giving the man the right advice. But I bet if Okpebholo leaves, before he leaves office in this 2028, he will now come to see that he had made so many mistakes. Even the party, Okpebholo is never in charge. There are so many things happening within government that the man is not aware of, because the man does not have the mind to manage the aspects of governance. The man honestly do not. So the truth is that Okpebholo, the man is not what he is. We just have to manage him and just manage his period. There's really nothing much that can be said or done. It's those people who are close to him that can direct or nudge him. But those people who are close to him are more interested in making money from the government than even ensuring that the people benefit. So it's a double jeopardy for those people. They don't care. Because they can't care because their name is not on the line. The man whose name is on the line, they are telling him he's doing very well. It's the best thing to happen to Edo State. After jollof rice, Edo people love for the Okpebholo nest. And Okpebholo is so, he is not point to it. He now carries 2 hype men and he takes them everywhere. They are not shouting his name. He's not to say you are intellectually empty. Yes, how empty the man is, how he wants to massage his ego constantly. If not, he would have been able to see some of the blind spots of his government.
He needs to be constantly reminded that he's the governor. Constantly, it needs validation, yes. Revalidation, yes. And revalidation every day. If you don't shout that thing, you forget. I still be governor. Okay, sir, let's quickly move to the federal level. This is you again, and this is your. Oh my God, you are at it again. Oh yeah, now. Oh yeah, just watch.
For God knows how long, and for now they are not being held bound by a few misguided entities within the party, who to a large extent are trying to further their own political interest, wanting to put Nigeria in a very dire situation. And I'm very happy and I'm grateful that the chieftains, the leaders and masters within the People's Democratic Party were not able to put their house in order, come out and make a strong conversion. Aside the fact they are able to put in a very functional and healthy National Working Committee, they had the boldness and courage to put an end, to kick out some of those miscreants, those misguided elements, many of whom are now working for themselves and not for Nigerians, working for their stomachs and their pockets, working for their self-interest,
while aiming to destroy and hold the party bound. So for us, it's a glimmer of light, a glimmer of hope, and we are willing and ready to see People's Democratic Party grow to become bigger and stronger and offer the viral opposition that Nigeria truly desire, especially in this time where we've seen a ruling party that has taken everything out of conscience to consistently and conceptually fight the opposition and ensure that Nigerians will not have an option in 2027. That we wake up in 2027 general election to discover that it's only APC that is existing. The all other opposition, be it Labour Party, be it the New Nigeria People Party, they cannot even feed a candidate, let alone stand strong. So for us in the People's Democratic Party and for Nigeria, is a signal of hope and a reassurance that democracy, the Nigerian democracy, cannot be plunged into a one-party state. And for us, we are grateful. And all of those things that have been done, I know there are numerous agitations that have been coming from different quarters. Many of those presidents have issued derogatory statements describing the convention as inconsequential, null and void, cannot hold, cannot stand. So but I see those things and I laugh. Because you cannot beat a child and not expect him to cry.
All right, so just quickly, because we might need to go on a quick break. So you are saying that in spite of the several court rulings over the convention, you are glad that it happened and that some entities, in your words, in the party have been put in their place. All right.
That is my position.
That's
and for all of those court injunction you spoke about, all of those are just legal instruments that is being used by the All Progressive Congress to hold the opposition ground. And whether you like it or not, the convention holding or not, are matters of internal party democracy. So they even with that, we'll see cases whereby a candidate, a national executive, will submit the name of someone who did not even participate in the party primaries. We saw the case of Godswill Akpabholo. We saw the case of Ahmed Lawa, who did not participate in the primaries. They bought presidential form, and yet their name was submitted as the senator representing their federal senatorial district. Next, when the case got to Supreme Court, the court said that yes, it's an issue, it's an internal party affair, that INEC cannot state who the candidate is. So you see that this Nigerian democracy have been brought to its knees by this current OPC. With regard judgment, there is no reflection of justice.
All right.
They interpret the law to suit their interest. They come out with God judgment or injunction.
Okay, because of time constraints, you were that's Honorable Shedrach again, addressing at the national level. There was this judgment from their kangaroo court that PDP cannot hold this national convention. They sent the judgment and it was on hold, but they went ahead and it was a successful thing. But Wike and his cronies, they were all fighting. Please, we want you to just tell us in 2 minutes, 3 minutes, if you can just round that up for us. Please. Somebody here is asking for that WhatsApp number. Okay, that'll be later. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Then the calculation is that, but you can just add me up on Facebook on Shedrach. By messaging me on Facebook, I'll send you those ones. I share my number on Facebook easily.
Okay, so
you just share for me. Shedrach could go on Facebook.
Chief Joe, meet him on Facebook.
Yes. So then, for those national issues, it's really sad. Yes. Very, very, very sad the way Nigerian politics is heading towards. Me, I have predicted before because I have studied Tinubu and the style of politics. Tinubu is a kind of person who takes his own and gives you your own politically. He does divide and conquer. He will divide the spoils, the territory, share for his boys. That's why his boy, for example, now I see the Obasa, he has been speaker for over 20 years in Lagos. Mm-hmm. They have given him his own share. That's his own. He will hold it and remain there like a god. Yes, while Tinubu remains as a god, they will be managing it as small demigods within the same polity. You also take note, in Lagos, even while PDP had a presidential candidate, the People's Democratic Party was very weak in Lagos. A party at the national, for all throughout Olusegun Obasanjo was president, all throughout Goodluck Jonathan was president, the People's Democratic Party was very weak in Lagos. The man does not have give room for opposition to grow, let alone to thrive. You can't exist. You will just only be there in the name. Whether it goes to pay their money to not be serious, you said in there, I saw that Jadon, the PDP candidate, that's the PDP guy, I think it's Jadon, yes, the one that ran for PDP with the Fuka, he has become to APC. That will tell you the way and manner he plays his politics. He's not interested in having opposition at all.
No.
When he came in 2027, and took over the Nigerian political space, I knew this was going to be his territory. First of all, It was going to overbuild because it's going to take. There's some key things in Nigeria now. Just the way it took over the tax remuneration of Lagos State, that he now brought his own company Alpha Beta. So it's Alpha Beta that collects revenue on behalf of Lagos State government and gives to Lagos State government what belongs to Lagos State government, and take for their services. That's how he too also corner Nigeria to the point that he will take his own share, doing government business on behalf of government that will make him rich. See, if Tinubu comes back in 2027, you can take it to the bank. To become a governor in Zamfara or Kanu or Katsina, you will come to body law, cap in hand to beg. The man must anoint whoever becomes who, when, and what. If Tinubu does not anoint you, can't stand again. No. People in PDP are scared. Have you not seen Adeleke, a PDP governor, a chieftain of PDP, who said that he's supporting Tinubu for 2027. The man is so scared to his bone marrow that he knows that even if his people love him, even if he has developed, even if he has worked, it's still not enough to get him re-elected. His people can come out and vote for him, and he will not win. Even if he wins, INEC will not announce his name. And even if he goes to court, he will never get victory. So they are scared to their bone. So they now know that there's this desperation in the polity. Everybody saw what happened in Edo State, and it's a clear lesson to every single one of them. So when you see these governors are moving, he's using both carrot and sticks. There's a threat that you can be manhandled, cut to size, irrespective of your victory at the pool. Secondly, what do you start to get? You get some billions. The guy has set aside some billions for you. Once you come to the APC, you collect the billions, you become the leader of the party. So what else is your problem? Why are you not going? Why are you not joining them? So he has put those templates on ground that makes it impossible for people to even aspire in the opposition platform. As if that is not enough, he now took some members of the opposition platform, started funding and supporting them to destroy the party from within, to ensure that the party never rises. You saw what's happening to Labour Party now. Peter Obi ran away from Labour Party. He's not there again. He's now in coalition. They destroyed it. The state chairman now is not going to visit Wike in the house. There's a picture of the show two of them, Wike and Julius Abure. Julius Abure used to be my friend for crying out loud. I'm a family friend with Julius Abure, but this politics is what it is. The man apparently has sold the party to Tinubu. New Nigerian People's Party is similar the same thing, just because of the clout of Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso, who holds his own organic followers. So they can't, even if you take the party, the man will just say, I move there, everybody will move with him. Because the man has done lots of empowerment during the course of while he was a governor and while he was when he worked as a minister, and was the chief of defense. I think he did one position too for Lake Chad. So he had done lots of human capital development, and people are pleased to follow his style of politics, and based on whether it's Tafa Balewa or Madu Bello is following. See, outside those ones, see the only governor they had in NNPP, the leaders of NNPP gathered together and they said they were suspending him. That will tell you the level of drunkenness. The only governor in Labour Party, Alessoti, he went to do his own local government election. He could not use Labour Party. He had to go and do Zenith Labour Party. That's actually Bokanai. A small party is supposed to be growing, you know. The Abga, you saw Abga. Abga had to, the man will print his cap. Ure Abga, yeah, we'll put Tinubu logo on the other side. Oh my God. See, there's no opposition anywhere. The man has struggled the thing to, he's taking life. People who could have been in PDP to fight PDP, he has strangled them. Those ones have now left to ADC. Even the ADC they are now, they are also facing internal challenges. But perhaps ADC now appears to be the only opposition that has some level of life in it. And that's why if the PDP does not work, my placenta is not paying PDP, I'll quickly just slide it to ADC and continue. Because for me, it is the party that is fighting the APC that will interest me. The big party that is willing to ensure that they put an end to this government is where I belong. So this whole desperation position is very, very serious. Very, very serious.
So as we stand, you and I, what is the fate of PDP?
PDP is on a scale, is hanging. It's on a scale. The governors who are fighting for it now are few.
Going to stand? Is it binding?
No, the convention will stand.
It will stand?
No, PDP, the survival of PDP goes into no, even if the court affirms the convention to stand and they have the NWC, the strength and survival of PDP who goes beyond that. Where will be first of all, you ask yourself, if PDP does not bring forth a viable presidential candidate, will it stand? Do you trust Makinde? Makinde is struggling now. He wants to be presidential candidate of the people of the party. I see it for him as a bargaining chip to increase his political clout. Remember when he runs as a former presidential aspirant of PDP, will now use that as a negotiation chip into the APC. See, if PDP is not careful, if they continue like this, you will see that they will have a candidate, and 2 weeks to the election, the candidates will go and endorse Tinubu for 2027 if they are not careful. That's the challenge. That's the calculation I see. So, but I just struggle to hope that the opposition stands, and I hope the PDP. If PDP is not standing, then the ADC should rise and take its place, so Nigeria can have a viable option. It doesn't have to be a name. Nigerians in the opposition are one, and we know that we're all opposed to the APC. So whether it's PDP or ADC, whichever one that can stand, but let there be a standing platform. All the other parties, there's no one that's standing. You can be rest assured, no one is standing. All of them are being funded by Tinubu. All those other small parties, even the SDP, they are all enjoying life from this current administration.
The other question, we're almost rounding up. And maybe people would like to just call in and add their own 2 cents. So Chief Joe is asking you how you guys can come together and make. Let me use his own word here. Chief Joe, you asked a question. Where is it? He said, "How can we?" He said he's a political scientist. Mr. Shedrach, how can we come together and sensitize the people, create our own political ecosystem different from partisan politics, so there can be more political sagacious people?
I'm very open to all of those things. Like I told you, I have a personal interest for political education, because I believe people ought to know, and when they know, that's when they can begin to act differently. People can never act beyond their level of knowledge. If Okpebholo knows better, he would have governed better. That's my calculation. If Tinubu knows better, he would have governed better. Beyond all the parochial sentiments. If people around him knew better, they would also go to govern better. So for me, political education of the masses is very, very critical, because it's the masses that have to control government. That's why it's a democratic government, a government that is acting on people. But we can connect. I'm always on Facebook, Honorable Shedrach Udugbai. You just message me now. You send me friend request, I accept you. Message me, I will share contacts, and we can continue to engage. It's a very simple one. I think that's the most elaborate platform I engage with people on. Aside Facebook, I'm not so much on Twitter. The only Facebook I do ordinarily, don't have an account on Twitter, but I barely go there. But Facebook will be fine. We could do anything you want, and then we could make huge things together.
Okay, so there's a call coming in, sir.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, it's been calling. Guys, thank you for staying with us. Please go and like and subscribe. If you haven't, I've seen a lot of new names. Chief Joe, I haven't seen you before. So if you haven't subscribed, this is the time. Kenneth, my brother, welcome.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Mr. Shedrach, good afternoon. I applaud you. I like how you analyze your stuff on politics in both state and federal. So we are not saying that there is no standing for PDP. We are not saying that even the ADC is not too strong again for what's his name? That when lawyer they sing on your mandate, we shall stand for the Tinubu.
Very disappointing.
What is the next step for the citizen? Because we all rejected APC even in 2023. We all rejected APC in Edo in 2024. Now, the only hope or the last for the common man, the judiciary, that they say we always stand for the truth. They think on your mandate we shall stand. Is Nigeria now a joke? Is it a banana republic?
Yes, sir.
Where do we go from here? Or we should leave it like that, say, make it done autopilot as Edo don't enter autopilot. What do we do, sir? I'm listening. Because I love you, I appreciate you. God bless you.
Okay, thank you, sir. Yeah, he just asked a very valid question. If you can just give us an answer, what thing we go do? Autopilot, can we just leave it there?
The situation, Ben, they stop that, man. My son is distracting me. You see, the situation we found ourselves in this country is piled up with difficulty. See, the solutions of the quiet past, they are inadequate in this stormy present. Where we are now is a very stormy present. See, as we are here now, we have to think anew. We have to act anew. We have to begin to reposition ourselves, because if we go back to the books, the solution for this question is not in any book. But first of all, we have to arm ourselves to the teeth. We have to be well equipped. And the only way to be equipped is political consciousness. And we have to develop interest. If Shedrach could buy one man without fund, I won't consider myself to be rich. It's just my knowledge and my capacity. I'm on this program. If Omana TV brings like 30 people that are like me doing what I'm doing every month, will come and speak 30, just 30 from the full Edo State that is over 55 million. You see that the politics will be robust. There will be energy in the system. When I analyze, I talk, I say, no, this thing is not good, baby. And I give my alternate, say, this one is better, this one is better. Then they begin to reposition. See, it is only hit. It's only by force. You can't get this. See, in Nigeria today, there are no activists. It's only so worried. Isn't it see that Nigeria is the headquarters of poverty? The highest number of poor people in the world is in one country, Nigeria. Nigeria has the highest number of people living without electricity. People live that the highest number is in Nigeria. Nigeria is home to insecurity. Nigeria has the highest number of out-of-school children. Nigeria has the lowest life expectancy, one of the lowest in the world, 50-something years. Nigeria has all these bad things, yet Nigerians are complacent. Does it not surprise you? That only one person, so is the one coming out to say, I no go agree, I no go agree. In other European countries where things are good, things are working, many people still come out to protest for trivial things. They increase the price of bread from 20 naira to 30 naira. People will come out and protest. In Nigeria, they will increase the cost of fuel from 100 naira to 700 naira. Nobody will protest. Does it not tell you that the people, the mass mobilization of people involved in politics is very low? Thank you very much.
We have a call.
You can take it.
We have a call. Mr. Timothy, welcome.
Yes. Good evening, Edo Pride.
Good evening. Good evening to you.
Yes, my in-law Shedrach Udugbai. Oh yeah, good evening, sir.
This is
say Thomas, sir.
He's aware. He's aware of me.
Okay, I know he's my friend. He's my friend.
That is Edo State.
Thank you.
Udugbai, I wish I had the kind of money some politician had. I would have given you $1 billion naira.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Because
thank you, sir.
like you said, nobody is insulting Governor Okpebholo. You're just only, trying to make it work and work effectively.
Yes.
In coming days from today, I'm going to be facing a committee. A good committee for me. I don't know Senator Monday Okpebholo. Simply, I only, I went into, some investigation like, he said some 17 years old boy bought 14,000 hectares of land. Does that bring a factor of ruling behavior for a civil servant? So that is what we are facing in Edo. When you try to want to make the government work better, they'll say, by insulting the government. Does the state belong to Senator Monday Okpebholo and the APC cronies?
No, sir.
Does Senator Monday Okpebholo don't say more than Shedrach Udugbai? Let people not talk about Edo Pride because you are not here correct. So I don't understand when you try to speak. No, this government is bringing about insult upon injury for Edo. Does you are insulting the government? No, bring your head in and say break coconut. So it doesn't make sense. Edo does not belong to a postpone the likes of Tony Kabal. No, that's the truth. Like Udugbai said a few minutes ago, I don't have an international passport. This is the only place I am residing in. This is where I did my primary, did my secondary, did my university. I'm not working here. I don't send me invitation to come to Canada.
1 minute, sir, so that others can call in. You're funny.
Should I allow this place to be completely turned upside down?
No,
because
sir.
I want to behave like a slave?
No, you can't be. Thank you.
Thank you for bringing Udugbai on board today.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello. I don't know who they call, so Mona not vex. But when somebody is calling, other calls are entering. There's no way to pick 2 calls at the same time on one phone. Make una not vex. And please, when you call, 1 minute is enough, please, so we can move forward. Hello.
Hello, good evening, man.
Good evening, sir. Who is calling?
Brother Felix from Dublin, Ireland.
Oh, hello, Brother Felix. Welcome.
We're both Mr. Honorable Shedrach Udugbai. Good evening, sir.
Well done, sir. Thank you very much. Good evening, sir.
In fact, you are God sent in this era. You are God sent.
Thank you.
I would say that you are more or less like one of the last man standing in Edo State politics.
Yeah.
The very first time I saw your video, you're on the ITV with that 365 days of Okpebholo, my brother. In fact, I was worried about your safety. You understand? All the things you said there, they are 100% true. Everybody know. But my brother, I beg, we will talk behind the scene. I just sent you a friend request on Facebook.
Okay.
God will bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
God will bless
Thank
you.
you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
God will bless you.
Okay.
At least being able to say the truth, even against all odds, you stand by you defend the truth. You and Obaseki,
Honorable Ifaluyi.
two of you now.
Everybody else and more.
Edo State, no matter what. Wawese, I appreciate.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate.
Thank you, Uncle.
Thank you, sir.
Bless my
Thank you,
brother.
sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank
Yeah.
you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for appreciating the good work. He's not doing it to be praised. He's doing it because that's his calling. That's his passion. What advice do you have for Timothy quickly? They've sent him a query because I think he should use it.
Timothy has spoken before. I told Timothy, if you are feeding from the system, it is hard to find the system.
Okay.
When I was in government, we were about living. They said there was this.
Another one. Sorry, sir. Just hold your thought.
Hello.
Hello, good evening, ma.
Good evening, sir. Who is speaking? From where?
I'm speaking for you from Italy, all the way from Italy here.
Italy.
Yeah. Mr. Shedrach. Okay, wow.
Well done, sir.
Okpebholo.
Thank you.
Okay, wow.
Yes, sir.
Okay, wow.
Thank you, sir.
You are really doing a great job. All those your
Thank you, sir.
interview, what they do with the fear.
Thank you.
That
Thank you, sir.
interview is like I say, I have watched that interview more than 5 times.
I know the
You
title.
won't believe it. The way you take cut off there, you take cut off there. That man, when they carry come down near you, when they not
Everything they do, they go.
even your talk say na boko match, let them go dey look you. All the fact wey you dey tell now, you will not fit cater the fact. You will not fit cater am. You dey look am. The question wey me wan ask na the other. Most of that one is the way this way they contest for governor. All those erosion wey you go dey sound say na river Obaseki. You never have it wey you want to put all those river in order. When you dey campaign don say river Obaseki, abeg una cut this public against here.
Let's see.
If you want to say river Obaseki, when you dey say make una go see river Obaseki, no cannot pass. River Obaseki motor cannot pass. Why you never put the river? Why you never put any other thing now?
The talk is cheap.
Huh? Huh?
The talk.
Why you never? Can you see the motor? That want to become a governor of the state. How many see of all? When you're over to play away, how many see of form don't play don't find? Huh? How do you put upon the back you put for when you put for government? They don't even take linear. They don't where propaganda government.
Let's see.
3.5 million for 3.5 million vote for Tinubu. How many votes? How many votes win the Edo State almost win the election? How many votes? How many votes the total vote when they do? We want to do 3.5 million votes for Edo State. You know what they say? What they go put for the year talk no. Edo is shining. Edo is shining for kidnapper. Edo is shining for Yamayama. Edo is shining for all the men when they say go carry go for Lagos. Now don't let me tell you. Now you know the things that will what they do for Lagos. Every time they think different.
Very massive job. That guy is doing very well.
Our governor, not your time, it's the children governor until the 35th of the federation. It's the children governor.
Those things will be lost right now politically.
If you keep on the bell, you might make it up. You talk not the fact that 3.5 million votes for Tinubu. The other talk now, the other thing, then she may talk when you talk.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Because we not get government for that person 80 seats. Now we get 80 seats.
Let's see. Quickly tackle. It just they thank you. They tell you everything. Quickly tackle Semige because this I think is worried about the query. You just said one thing. If you are working with the government, you can't speak against the government.
Well, yeah, when you're in government, it is almost impossible. If you imagine that Shedrach Udugbai, my wife had a job in the Edo State government, they would have kicked her out. Or me, Shedrach Udugbai, have a job. That would have been the end of the process. There was one of our, also my brother too, a fellow party member, who was also very vocal, who could speak about government. But the wife is working with, the wife works with the Edo State government. It was just once they called him, and they spoke to him, and then before you know, he stopped speaking. And that was how he just literally just remained silent. He did because.
Yes, go on, sir. Oh, network.
Hello? Can you hear me? I'm having network issues. Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So the thing is that there are many tactics they can use to silence you. If Shedrach Udugbai had a business, maybe I have a shop somewhere, a small office somewhere, I can't be speaking the way I'm speaking. They will come and destroy the place. If I had a small house somewhere, they would have destroyed it long ago. Because I don't have anything, no shop, no office, no kiosk. I only have my cocoyam farm in Imimiu. That's why they call me the
local man.
So it's my cocoyam farm that I have in Imimiu, and they cannot come to my village to scatter my farm. So you cannot have something. You can't be feeding from government. I want to criticize government. So it's not possible. Even as a civil servant, against the code of conduct. I've read before. But I will still talk to him to see how we can manage the situation.
Because that's what I think. That code of conduct. How can you not speak when there's something wrong?
Yes.
They make you swear.
No, you cannot. You cannot. That's that. I don't know who designed it that way. A civil servant cannot speak against the government he's serving. Code of conduct, they will give internal discipline, they will kick you out immediately, they will suspend you. Legally, I'm not talking of illegal suspension. They will carry out investigation and legally suspend you. A special advisor, a commissioner cannot speak against government in public. They can legally frustrate you. That one they do a criminal offense. Or like against oaths. You took an oath. Okay, so all of those things are there to prevent people from speaking.
Thank you. I don't think that law should stand. We should find a way to erode it. It's not a good. How can you see something bad and then you call it good because you are serving under that government? Okay, that's where that that narrative comes from. When you are eating on the dining, you don't speak. When you are eating from the,
You don't.
you know,
It's not possible.
yeah, you
It's not
choke if
possible to
you
speak.
I see.
People
So
want
for
to
people
speak.
like us,
People want
we
to
can't
speak.
really be in government because I have to speak all the time.
When you go there, if you go into government, there's people who still speak to the governor. That's the people I saw who had the courage to. They spoke to Obaseki when the push comes to shove. They will tell the governor what the governor needs to hear, and they had no fear about it. So those people can be in government and they'll find their way. Depending on the relationship they have. For example, now, if I see, but there was a post I made some days ago, I said to go and contest for governor. If I see is governor, I don't.
And put there.
There's nothing he will tell me now that I will say, there's no oath I will take. I will blast him openly, blast him publicly, blast him. If anything I want to blast him, I will blast him. There's nothing that can happen. So that's the personality. So I'll just call him my first. This you are doing is not good. Or this at least we will go to readjust. Does not readjust, I'll go to ITV and also bomb him there. There will be no fear because because the proximity and the closeness. So if you don't have that kind of relationship with the person, you don't have that kind of relationship, you can't do it now because the person will just corner you off. And if you are so desperate about the money, if you need your salary so well,
I don't think they allow for any criticism at all. If you criticize them, you are in trouble. Yeah, they don't do it right. They don't allow. You have a statement on the wall. You want to read?
Okay, so please tell Shedrach to inbox me his number. I want to join him in the fight. I will fight to finish. I'm this man watching from Turin, Italy. That's very fried. You know, I don't like calling this time. You go able to say you are fighting government. I say no, I'm not fighting government. I cannot fight government. I can't fight government. I'm not fighting government. I'm just trying to. What I do mostly is two things: political education for the populace, then constructive criticism to the policies of government. Sometimes I may be off the bar. I could take it to try to not look like I'm fighting it, but honestly, I don't have anything to fight for because there's no fight. But the Okpebholo can't fight. Shedrach is too small, too insignificant. But the best way we can meet is still the Facebook now. If you send a message on Facebook, now I can get the message on Facebook. That's the easiest way for us to connect. It's all fine.
Thank you so much. In Obaseki time, everybody could speak. We will let you go soon. You've tried for us. Obaseki could speak. 7 times people cannot speak. The Oba called Obaseki Hitler. Now, wow, this is Joy Asemota. I think that was over the bar when they called Obaseki, when the Oba called Obaseki Hitler. And, you know, it's, I don't know how it became Hitler. Hitler we knew from Germany wasn't anything like Obaseki.
It's just what it is. We have to just let that one slide. Obaseki he has gone now. His works is what we are contemplating. So let's just let those ones go to rest. There's never a time that Obaseki will be governor again.
Just moving on now. Moving on. What is your advice for Edo people, Edo State, our people?
My advice for Edo people is for Edo North, there's practically nothing happening there. For Edo North, there is no development. And if Okpebholo won any senatorial district, it was Okpebholo won Edo North. And that was the only senatorial district he won. And he won courtesy the impact of Adam Saliu Oshomole.
Yeah, the results were not true results. It didn't reflect the
no, they were not true results. But he won some local government, like in my local government now, though they were most vote buying and all those things, but he had significant votes. If they say he even had legitimate votes, most of the votes will be from Edo North. He didn't win Edo Central. The result is clear. Edo South was pure, attractive, mago. So when the people even had any significant votes, I thought to say APC, people voted for APC. Because I know APC is a household name in Edo North. Even if they bring Kola North and say this Kola North is the government candidate, there are people in Oshomoles, because that's Esakos, that we see go the polling unit and vote the Kola North because it's APC. So APC had that kind of followership in Edo North that could give them votes, significant amount of votes anytime, any day for APC. So, but yet, the development in Edo North has been very, very meager. The man has done well for Edo Central, both by human capital development and by infrastructure projects. And his focus has been Irua and his village is fine. And I hope that many of them are excited, many of them are not. But many of them they've resisted criticism they've taken it very personal. Once you say this is the ESA governor, the man is helping inside. I say, no, they will just protest immediately. And it's very funny. Me, I look at your comments on Facebook and you all laugh. They say, Shedrach, you are enemy of the inside. I all laugh. You guys know, even if I'm looking, but you know, most people make me say that. I don't care so much about my political career. I'm not desperate about it. I may contest and lose, doesn't matter. I may contest and fail, doesn't matter. It doesn't change who I am. It's not a core perspective. What I am is to play politics continuously and consistently. It's not I must win. I must not be in government. Those are not concern me. If I contest and I lose, is immaterial. When we contest, whether I win or lose is immaterial. When I will remain in position, I'm going to engage. And you're going to hear my voice. So that for me is what's important. My contribution I will always give. So when people say, is that Ogyoba, enemy of this one, I don't take those as because those are things they use to make people lose vote. But vote is not what controls me. So beyond that, I want those people to also organize themselves. I want the opposition to remain resolute. Very soon, there will be a big fight in the APC. You will say, Shedrach Udugbai said it. When the fight begins, it is those people who, to a large extent, have shown their measure of strength and solidarity in the opposition, because people will respect them more when you didn't run and you're not running back. And those in the APC, there are many people in the APC who are not pleased with the actions of the national Okpebholo, and they can't speak out. And it's fine. If you really want to speak out, you have to leave the party. And there's really no party to go. You can't be going. I don't see anybody in APC now going to PDP that has already engulfed to the crisis, or the ADC that are just trying to grow. So let them remain there. Once we get a striking candidate for 2027, whether in ADC or the PDP, they cannot pick and choose who to support. And I don't believe that politics should be paid only for what I can get for myself. Let me call it to remain loyal, so that when appointment comes, they will give me. Life is beyond appointment. The people had appointment before that still didn't amount to anything. And your contribution and your conscience, what your contribution to life, what people can remember you for, is bigger than what you get into your pocket. And people have this inferiority complex. You want to be government in power, a sense of belonging. I tell them that as I'm here now, I'm in government too. Just that I'm in the government outside power. Whether they say there's government in power, there's also government outside power. Because if I tell people to carry back paper now, I write government of a PDP or government of opposition. There's no way they won't write one position for Shedrach Udugbai. That's showing that there's government outside power. And then that government, power, they say, is a trick in the wall. Power resides where men believe it resides. If people believe that there's power outside government, then I'm the government. So there's this concept, let me be in government. It's not in my brain. Because all the things I do when I was in government, I can still do all of them. It's only the police and the resources that is not there. I still go to police station, I will still talk, I will still speak my English. They will still tell Shedrach, they will still release the person to me. I see people, there's nobody that can oppress me now because I'm not in power. I don't feel oppressed, I don't feel reduced. So I still feel like I'm in government, but in the government side power. So people should carry that mentality, not to feel inferiority complex. If I'm not in APC, something is missing. I see people who can feed, who can manage themselves, who can own their own, go into the APC because they want to belong. When they know they are not proud of the president Tinubu, they are not proud of Okpebholo. It shouldn't be so. If you are not proud of what the person is doing, you should not go there to identify with him. You should remain aloof, and then you're going to air your opinions and your views. That's my take. Nigerians should write education.
Set my mind. Thank you so much. Thank you. My last question, sir. Do you feel threatened? Yes. Because when we speak, even we hear, you see people, no talk again, no. Maybe they don't come slap you. You see now, they don't slap about. They don't do this one. And you are in the very battlefield. You are there on ground. Do you feel threatened? Are you scared? Because I know from your confession, you're not scared. But around you, do you sometimes feel this, feeling? Oh, maybe they're not cocking you. I too talk. Yeah, because this is where we're shutting up all these now. We cannot look at
it used to scare me. It scares me that I'm not scared. That's the only thing that scares me. But I'm not scared is what scares me. Because even when people are abusing me, I want to ask myself, Shedrach, are you sure you have sense? Like, how can all these people be concerned about you? And you're the only person not concerned about yourself. But the truth is this, there's issue of destiny in this whole thing. The issue of destiny. If it's like a pastor who tells you want to go and scatter an idol. Is the pastor, if God has not given the pastor the power to scatter the idol, he can't scatter it. And it'll be gross. You get the idea? That's how I see it. And politics is not something I choose to come and do because I want to make money. I never wanted to make money. I never liked politics. I entered politics because I just feel like it was like a calling. You know, the way people became priests and monks. That's why I saw myself became a politician. But it's just to create change. And the tools I need to get, I already have it. Because I believe that nobody is more bigger than God. And if I'm not really scared, honestly, I don't know how to summarize it. But there's no fear anywhere. My mom used to be scared. My wife used to be scared. My elder brother is not scared. That one has never been scared from day one. I have friends who are not scared at all. They say, no. And me too. There's no fear anywhere. There's no fear anywhere. So I really don't know. I don't feel it. Honestly, that's the simple truth. I don't even see what they can do. That's the truth. You can't make me. You can't arrest me. If they arrest me, this activity will go from bad to worse. I will now open more social media posts. When I get to the place, I will now make sure I hit them where to pay them. It's not be for criticism anymore. They have a lot to lose if they try those issues of go and pick Shedrach Udugbai. They can't arrest me more than 48 hours. The customer arrest are too big. I've gone beyond that. I've whether I like it or not, God is protecting me, but I have influence. You can say even though kill mosquito is that, I don't talk of Shedrach Udugbai. So
thank you so much.
So there's no fear anywhere. And secondly too, there's issue of respect. People still respect me. Whether you're in a position, though, you must respect Shedrach Udugbai. Because the thing I do is not, I don't just carry video to record myself. I'm looking for views. All my social media handles, no one is monetized. I'm not looking for money. I don't speak out of pressure. I speak because there's a need to speak. Most of the speaking I speak is on television. I speak on TV and I just share it on social media. Then I post pictures, I write on social media. So there's never a day I carry a phone now to say, let me video myself. I'm not looking for publicity. If I need publicity, I know where to go. So and I've told many of those political actors too. I've told the people, I say, see, these politics, I'm playing it for the long run. You will forever see me here under 40 years. If you now choose to misbehave today, because you're in APC, I'm a PDP, and I mark your face, I have a very, very long memory. I will forgive you, but I will punish you. So many of them are being wary. Everybody's just managing their gun. Everybody's behaving themselves so. Because I'm not the kind of person you just hit, and I'm not so small. Honestly speaking, I'm not small in any way.
Whoa, thank you, sir. We have one last caller here. May you drink water. Na come out today, so I know. And he's been trying to call us, and I think we were so busy, so we didn't even know he was calling. Tony Demi, pick your call. We are trying to reach you back now. Got to come out. Thank you, sir. So you are giving us hope that we speaking is not because of hatred. This is like a constructive criticism. We need to speak up when we see something that is wrong. We just can't say we are afraid, so we will not be breathing. You understand? So all of us need to speak. All of us need to speak. Oh, he's not picking. Okay, we'll move on. We'll try to call you back. It's because he was trying to call, and you know, when you talk, we don't want to make you stop. We just like the typewriter. We just like how they talk to us. So, guys, Oga is telling you there is nothing to be afraid of. Mr. Sonny, you called us. Sorry, we were busy online. Udugbai is leaving.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you want to add your voice?
Yes, I just wanted to answer.
Okay, we are here. 1 minute, sir.
Okay, because I have somebody said that they call Obaseki Hitler, Adolf Hitler.
Yes, I heard that on TV too.
Okay, now when Obaseki came in, the same people that called Obaseki Adolf Hitler are the same people who went to meet Obaseki in government house and called him a technocrat. Now, same Obaseki, they are now calling Oyoba. It was the collaboration of Obaseki and the palace that stamped out CDA.
Remember that time?
Yeah, they stamped out prostitution.
Yeah.
Okay, what is Obaseki thing that they started calling Oyoba? People will not understand because they couldn't use Obaseki the way they use Oshomole. And the way they are even using Okpebholo now, Obaseki did not use Edo money to service their selfish interest. Because when we were growing up, in a plural and singular person, Odolevu, Idolevu, or Sioba, Nagoba Doledochi. With what Obaseki has done, and I target Orionba, but the man really don't want to Sioba.
Yeah.
But all I know where they should check Obaseki's name. God will win. And he will always win. And they said another name where no matter whatever they do to Obaseki, God will always fight his battle. But remember that the end shall justify. Or what okay here anything else without Obaseki, it is a right thing organized to be very, but at the end of the day, and one Obaseki or when I am not sure, if they go Obaseki way, you can't fight God and win the battle. You can't fight God and win the battle.
Thank you.
So that's what I want to say. Obaseki is a great man. He's 20 years ahead of all of them. I will hear enemy of progress.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you. We appreciate your addition, your opinion. Thank you, sir. Yes, Shedrach, you dey laugh. But that's true. We heard it on TV. You know, it was just lambasting about it. Yeah. This is our Oga of the house, Dennis. Una no want make Oga come out today. They go hold you down today. Okay, lower your device. Lower your device.
Honorable Shedrach, I really want to thank you. I know you spent a lot of time with us, but I appreciate you. Yeah, I really appreciate you for what you are doing.
Thank you very much.
This is right nice young gentleman, and you're doing what you are supposed to do. If you remember, you've been in government, and I have never been in government at any point in my life. When I was young, I used to go to Ring Road, Benin City. There was a museum that was situated at Ring Road in the roundabout. Sometime about 10 years or 15 years ago or something in that region, I can't remember. So when I came to Nigeria, I saw that place called Benin Museum, that's what we know as Benin Museum. It was converted into a pepper soup joint in quotes, beer parlor in quotes, by the governor of Edo State, Governor Adam Saliu Shomole. My question number one is that Edo State should be able to house more than 1, 2, or even 3 museums. Because we are not, Edo, you say ancient city of Benin City. If you go back in our history, I don't want to bother viewers with our history. The capital of the old Benin Kingdom is big enough to be able to house 2, 3 museums. But unfortunately, I'm beginning to see that there are a lot of people in our political space that chose wanton destruction of gains rather than building on the gains that we have made in the past. It pains me and it baffles me that what we have, because if we have 2 to 3 museums in Benin City,
I don't see anything wrong.
There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, when you talk about museum is I've been to museum outside of Nigeria. You have to keep it at a certain temperature. Apart from, security, yes. You have to keep it at a certain temperature, certain humidity, and more in order to be able to preserve those artifacts. So, for those in the political space or who are in government in Edo State and other stakeholders, if there's so much love museum, what happened to that museum that I used to go to when I was a very, very young man in the secondary school?
Okay.
So then the second question is, can Benin, the capital of the old Benin Empire, can't it house 2 to 3 museums if so desired?
Okay.
if we so desire that.
Okay.
So I don't want to protract it, but I will leave you there, and I will say thank you so much. I appreciate your coming to Edo Pride TV.
Thank you, Papa. Any response to that quickly? Can't Bini House 2 to 3. I think we said this before, right? Oh, network. Oga Shedrach. Network. Uh-oh. Hello?
Thank you very much, man.
Did you hear him?
Yeah, I heard
Did you hear
him.
the
But that
man,
museum, you know, that federal museum, yes, he spoke about the museum.
Yes,
The
that
federal
was
museum,
there
the national
before.
museum we have at Museum Ring Road. That museum
Yes.
is a federal, it's owned and operated by the federal government. Till date, they still have their federal government staff. People still go there to work every day. But the museum is not functional. It's not functional. The artifacts there, they are old, antiquated. It's poorly maintained, poorly managed. If you go there, you'll be disappointed at what they even have. So to a large extent, nothing has been happening. There's just there as a rundown building with a few staffs who just go there to relax. And then in that ring road, I was meant to understand that there's a portion of the land that is federal government land. There's another part of the land that is state land. So it's not all federal, it's not all state in that same round circle. So there's a part that was state owned. That's when Oshimole built a water fountain. There's some persons now also built a center where people go to relax. He just wanted it to be an amusement, like a small amusement park where people could gather. And he worked, served the purpose, taking pictures there before the thing became run down. And because of the power they were, what we had there was that they were spending too much money on power, just running the machines and the water pumps. So the government said no, they will stop those siphoning money, you know, those things that they were buying diesel at exorbitant prices. So, but that museum is not really functional at all, and it's nothing to write to me about, and it's owned by and controlled purely by federal government.
Okay. So, but the answer that we can give to this is Benin is able to house more than 2-3 museums. It should not be Moa. Moa is for West Africa. Why we can see how
no, Benin can have many museums once they are willing to build more. It's just the test. So Benin can have many museums. They can name different museums. They can have a museum of bronze. They can have of wood carvings. You can have museum of ancestral carvings. It's just only carvings that they're wood works. So there are different museums that can take different shapes. That's what they have it in Europe. I've visited like 2 or 3 museums in Germany, and they are not so big museums, but they are good and they are everywhere. So for us, it shouldn't be if not for the hatred or the willingness to destroy what Obaseki had built. This whole thing is totally non-important.
Non-important. Thank you, my brother. We will let you go now. Thank you so much.
Thank
Make
you very
everybody greet Oga for us. But Oga, you will be coming, this one at your place. You know that.
No, anytime you need me, you let me know. I will be available.
I will. Please, people have written you on Facebook. Go and accept them as friends. So thank you so much. God bless you.
God
bless your family.
Thank you.
We are proud of you. We are proud of you. One of the biggest voices in Edo State. Thank you, sir. God bless. Oga don't go. He don't try. You know, say I pin her down. If you want to do 1 hour, I say I not go agree. When you follow, you can busy. Follow, you go do 1 hour, you go come out. I'll say no, I not agree, sir. 1 hour not reach because my people want love you, they want talk to you. If you can't do 1 hour, it not reach, you know. So make you help us. All of my way call today, God bless you. Everyone that has left me comments here, I also say thank you. God bless you. God bless you so much. We've been here for a long time now. I think it's time to call it a day. Una do well. Everybody stay with me. See, I have about 200 people watching. I hope I have 200 likes. If I don't, I know that there are many haters who do not want to like us. So please go and like. Thanks for coming to our family meeting. We please like and subscribe. We love you all. Now, the way we go forward, now we talk. Not be to go backward. When you see something that is not right, you have to tackle it. What do? Bring out your truth. If you hold me now, I go bring you, I go show you truth. Even if you carry me go court, I go show you the videos. Edo is not shiny. You can't tell me that Edo is shiny when I have my 2 eyes. People are complaining. Security issue is on the low. In fact, no security at all because it's not a safe haven for the bandits and the kidnappers. It's a safe haven. They will come from other states now, come the entire Edo because nothing is happening. There's no consequences for their actions. So they go begin doing no retribution, nothing. They go come do waiting they want to do. In fact, now Ring Road gone. They say they can collect a ransom of 60 million the other day. Ring Road gone. That bank where they there. Now they can collect it. To say person, like they're not connect. This thing is not a syndicate. How did they fit do one? Where their operations they smooth like this? It's a calculated move. So if that place now is a safe haven for kidnappers, so the business go they boom. They don't want to do something different now. When they catch you now, I've told you about my pastor the other day. One of my pastors, a farmer, they fit go farm again. Now the man don't they hungry. Because in farm, they for inside bush. If you go there, they go kidnap you. If you not see if your person where is the farm, where you want to see 10 million, where you want to see 100 million. If you not see the money bring come out, they go open you up, take all your organs, go sell to allergy. This is what we have on ground. And a government of that state is not perturbed. It's not perturbed enough. The only thing on his priority list is Obaseki and Mowa. Because they don't do other things that when they come in, they want to probe. They probe their kurukere probing, their witchcraft probing. There was nothing, no results. Now, they can't enter Mowa body because they send them, made them go for women know why you at here. Beg or tion ego de you wuji. So no one ya ati o ma bere we wala dogo teme dogi ye me de you wuji. De you wuji bae. Ya te you wuji ni ya gba ti me. Be no one ki zuwo se. Eri ma na gbon so zuwo. Agwa ge won won fie. Ube jogo mozo. Ube o yo. Uwa te fi we. So this is what we have on ground. We have a very serious matter, that is eating us, that is bringing the door down, that is taking our security, our lives away. But your governor, number one citizen, found it worthy to put his priority list on Obaseki. Obaseki Mowa, because your mammy egbe Mowa yan hiladena. Cut me some slack. Let us breathe. Let us breathe. Wallaho. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. You guys deserve one song from me today. I hope you guys all enjoyed the Augusta. Why enjoy? He said he will come back. He's such a good guy. We need him. Wow, we say Kakabo. We are getting ready to exit. But first, let me play you this Edo music where they like. Where it do not be this one. Let me. Hey yo. Roll up your sleeve. We are in for wicked days ahead. Mama Joy, I think say that you they answer that Ogogo Asemuta. The names they are so alike. I can say, oh, maybe not that your Benin name, Joy now Ogogo. And then it's the last name too. So not be you. Hey, I greet you, Sage Humphrey. Oh, yeah, say, oh, yeah, Sage Humphrey, oh, yeah, it was, I greet you, I gather here, greet you. Say from Madrid, about the let you, why, are you down? I stop a video now, because of many my see, Mario wa. Joy, may you clear me, I say now you be over, I say, Muta. Maybe I go welcome. Have you subscribed? I love you. Thank you. You be our mama name too. Because Joy now, you get one or Asemota way day. I don't know, say not be you. When I just concluded on my own, because of the name, the way we take look the same. Though I call it say now you. I see one video. Somebody say, oh, say not be me. I be Mrs. Asemota. Okay, Joy. And the same last name. Okay. Anyway, it's just namesake. Okay, I hear you. Agree to na. Salute to na too. Na well done. You get one video where somebody sent to me, but I'm not fit play and now I just we don't spend time. The time is fast spent. It has stay when the day break. Okpebholo. So the time is fast spent. Now one homeless man where we see for video about the show and today. Homeless. He say he don't go report to UK police. He be citizen there. Say they make them not hold the meet and greet for Obaseki. He's very ready that anybody where he come, he's not coming for Obaseki, he's not coming for Abad, but he's coming for the citizens who are coming to do the meet and greet. He doesn't want them to wawa meal. McDonald's the numu yoba. We pa we mieda anyway. Come on, boy. Amaseti we miro pa eya yeza wa ebe oni ekwe mo wa if you be citizen not mean say you not dey suffer e suffer wa ogbo ni me wa jo ewu use ni koka wa jo ewu so ena we wa mi onu wa la wa mo e open jollof wa oweri mama don start a big o ma mi ta stay when the day break the time is fast spent. So wa mi o pe adi nula wanire dekeni ari re na ire UK bari re na wa hamame mo na give am wa jollof no wa mo vane jollof e pin jollof pa hin ase mo vane no la ho no ri owa me boni ma edioma be no kion ma se na ni ohun respect gbin yin yari no ba ni police station e no ba ni eyin awe right police yin re ba police ya yin to report na ona koloa abi ono na le psychiatric home or tell one no can stay you go nina cause oni fine we London we na gwanania so wori lowo pe anana no ki o ma na no ma legbe na ne nu se wa jo ewu na where the guy they look for free accommodation free food inside prison nu wala iso egbewo ene won pe no ipiaro maybe yan that release so you want make government hold am again when prison oge wepo the prison ajo wa e ma wa we ni ha we mana because yan we as e ba you won pay bet no have your hasa no free food free accommodation no so people want go but go try Nigeria prison e mosquito no mo AK-47 gari yo pa o gari yo pa fen na wo si wo bi ave abi takangba no ruwe prison ba inmate ni ave ti oga our oga we dey inside prison ya gbo abi gbava our brain you reset you dey gbe onu adieba. So not in Nigeria prison. So the guy is really looking for free accommodation and free food. Wagamio wala wafio pe jollof ni wala Mrs. Joy ije ne nije. Kame we area mama we na mo jollof rice ni na la ho. Na la na mo jollof ni u da ha me. You can see that he's lacking. He's very unkempt. Very very unkempt. Oh wa gbi won. Oh, what get to know we or no worrying, but etuni when I etu sega so man or no year etu sega with here. I really felt pity for him. As old as he is, he has no sense. In a way, wow, this man must be homeless or he must be very hungry. So what to hang walao? Why be wa mo jollof rice? Wa mo pin vane? so that all your paye will turn out with your paye will be enough. Erima mio se o Shedrach Udugbai no na mara menera is just giving us hope. At a critical time like this, when you feel tired. I also feel tired. You don't know. I'm human. Yesterday I was just crying. I cried about Nnamdi Kanu, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. My people, when I post about Nigerian news, you guys don't really watch. You don't give it attention. But when Nigeria Edo State today, it concerns us. The reason I don't really bring Nigerian news is when I put it there, you don't watch. But really, Nigeria, we are inside Nigeria. Edo State is inside Nigeria. So why are you not interested in Nigerian news? And then I have a lot of posts. I sit to write. I like to write. I write more than I talk. So if go to my post, this woman is trying. I write a lot. Sometimes if I feel like, because most times my thoughts, you can read from my thoughts where this is what is in my mouth. So, the only thing you can do for me is to follow my post, like, and make comments. Am I so like a comment? Am I so shy? I don't know. Writing shy, speaking shy, but how do you now make impact when you are shy in every way? Away, my beautiful sister, that man is lying. He cannot tell the police that he's going to fight at the party and the police will let him go. He went to Emnogwalo. He's looking for free accommodation and free food. He shall work by no like prison. So he's homeless. He's very unkempt, like I said. Very unkempt, very disorderly, very not put together. Very, so we are we're more jollof your well. Mama away that man no way. Of course. But my way ni ona yen na ya we ni time. Ma be ni can lie in your body. Okay, Anthony, indeed you write very well. It is always interesting to read your write-up. I know, and sometimes I use I like when I use pidgin to belay it. Because Ajibola will follow me there and be Ajibola, God bless you. I use my pidgin, I use sometimes I write very poetic. I like to use poets to write. And sometimes I just sit down and that's my thought. That's the way I feel. So Nnamdi Kanu has been moved to Sokoto and Magwana. Moved away from Kuje prison because they are afraid that he's going to be the landlord of that place. And Igbo people, they are going to be holding pilgrimage in Kuje prison. Kuje prison is way better than Sokoto. Sokoto Caliphate, that is where the full Sharia law, they know not he cannot, because they want to buy him. At the end of the day, federal government will not tell the people, tell us, they had a fight in prison, and the inmates, they were not doing business, and they not killed him. They have no intention of releasing that man. They have no intention of releasing that man. And shame to Omotosho. Now we are seeing injustice Omotosho. Shame. A big shame to your even to your fifth generation. I don't know how you breathe. I don't know how you sleep and dream. I don't know how you talk to human beings. When you rig election, go to Omotosho, he will give it to you. Pay for the judgment, he will give it to you. When you want to nail your enemy, go to Omotosho, he will anything you want. So far, no why it's negative. Or the enemy. If you're wicked total, you're a pastor, you're a judge of a wicked. We came and I'm Omotosho in a court. Court of Omotosho in a court of Tinubu. The man has no shame. He doesn't know where a good name. When you write your name in the sands of time, it's better than just eating. I can't Mila. Oh, Master, I thought your back. Oh, Master, Mila. I thought your back. The man doesn't know. So our prayers go to Nnamdi Kanu right now. He's not going to live long where they took him to. Federal government, because they premeditated it, they want to buy him. But federal government aware, they want it to be in the hands of inmates. Inmates in Yamuegenia, in Yazebo, in Yaman now with Christianity, in Yaman now Wagbon, and Yamwere Goto, Sharia law, Yalu, and Yamukanu. Far away from his lovers, his family, the people of interest, the people he wants to see. Far away. You are in jail and there's no psychological support, there's no emotional support. They want to humiliate him until he dies. So Nnamdi Kanu is our own. He has not done anything wrong. This is national TV. As I speak to you, they are being treated as VIP right now. Federal government will hands down because if you talk, they go bishan you. This one and only Marty talk. What in he talk? I want to divide in the country like Biafra. So my people, it will stay when the day break. I beg, make una people wait in London today. Make nobody na makaboge. Wa here on wa me paper, not like a paper, but normal like a paper. Why it's not by force. Everybody ever know full ego. If you know you genuinely love Obaseki and the works he did in Edo, you can go and say thank you, Oga. Because we never met him. The first time of my meeting him was in Toronto. Honore, Bona, the TV na TV. First time. So when the idiot when idiot urchins like Osakwinopodin talking where Obaseki is paying people to talk for him, he will pay because when pay. That means you do not have a soul. You are soulless when you start talking like that. APC with money. Pay people to speak on his behalf. Obaseki will not do that. It might not buy, me. My wife, I sang for him. I just love him. We are love Ebana, and no nedo. Nona put our own citizens forward first before the politicians belay. He coached them for 8 years. He put them at pay for 8 years. And he did not sit with them at all. For 8 years, Obaseki put them at bay. I was able to do my project without disturbance. Or leaky who he replaced the zinc. All the working materials were very Madam, go and try it. I don't even have money that much. Go and try it. CDA the state so many stakeholders, non-state actors acting like the governor, acting like the head of the administration. Oh, Salobua. Hey! When next weekend, not mind that man. Hey, okay. It be like, say, Edia Mama, they watch plenty Chinese film. We don't say, yeah, we have paid. We have paid. Ajibola, we have paid and paid. Yado pa, nave yawe mi ori. I beg, endeavor to like my show. Endeavor to go and read